Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
High school seniors, make your plan to join us for Fall Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state 4 years in a row, come see what all ICC has to offer you and your future from faculty members within the program of your interest. Registration is open now for October the 21st and 22nd and November the 4th and 12th. Limited spots are available and they're filling up fast, so sign up today at iccms.edu/preview days. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Good evening and roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we're coming to you live from the beautiful campus of Itawamba Community College in Fulton, Mississippi, where your ICC Indians are set to take on the #1 Lions of East Mississippi. Hello, everyone. I'm Adam Gore, and let's crank up the Davis Ford pregame show here on Super Talk 101.9 FM and the red channel of Let'sGoICCTV.com and start that countdown to the First American National Bank opening kickoff by welcoming in the dynamic duo of Mr. Jim Ingram and Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Gentlemen, the Indians look to rebound from last week's loss at Northwest and hopes to send the sophomores out on a high note tonight with an upset win over #1 East Mississippi. But East Mississippi has proven all season long they're a force to be reckoned with.
Adam, you're correct. Glad to be here tonight, of course, for you two fine gentlemen. It's a great opportunity tonight, playing the #1 team in the nation. Brad, sophomore night, special night, not only for our football players, the band, the cheerleaders. Great football atmosphere tonight. I think we're going to see a good game. We got a great opportunity. We just got to play very well tonight somehow.
Yes, Mr. Ingram, and of course I appreciate the compliment. #1, I've never been called a fine gentleman. Adam Gore is, and you are, but that's the first time, and you don't have to lie over the radio. But yes, and I'm glad to be here. It really is. It's a great night. Sophomore night always brings excitement into the air here at Itawamba. And I'm going to tell you what, East Mississippi, when they roll to town, that always brings excitement too, because it wasn't long ago, and I can't remember the year, they rolled into town here and we beat them. And they had that ranking going in there. And so ICC can do it. We've shown that we can do it. We've proven that we can do it. And whether we want to like it or not, I know we've all seen it. We've seen the weather this week. Weather could play a factor into this. We don't know. We'll see. I know the weather forecast is showing that rain could come into the area. Both teams, I know in reading over some of the EMCC stats here, they've thrown the ball a lot. They've got of course, a quarterback there who leads the NJCAA in passing touchdowns. Could be a ground game tonight. Depending upon, again, the weather, the ground game could come into effect, Mr. Ingram, and could be the deciding factor in this matchup.
Well, this is the 67th meeting between these two football programs, and the Lions lead the all-time series 34-31-2. The Lions set out last season due to COVID, but have won 7 in a row over the Indians. And Brad, you talked about it. The last time ICC won was back in 2012. ICC only had 39 players active on the roster that night when they defeated the number 3 and defending national champions 24-23 to snap the Lions' nation's best 20-game win streak. Now, when we come back, we'll shift gears in the Davis Ford pregame show and step inside Coach's Corner and hear from Coach Sean Cannon about tonight's matchup and find out what his Bank of Oklahoma keys to victory are against the Lions. Right back with more after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We're now joined by head coach Sean Cannon. Coach, big game this week, final home game, got sophomore day, and a good East Mississippi team coming in. So let's jump right in and talk a little bit about the Lions and some of the challenges they're going to bring to us tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of chinks in the armor, as they say. Started out, first part of the year, they wasn't even in the top 15, and look where they are now. They're as good as advertised. Probably one of the best. Like this defense, their defense probably reminds me a lot of their 14 team. Those guys that had 3 or 4 NFL guys, and they're pretty solid. I think they're like second in the country, and points given up. And they fly around and do some good things, and look at offensively. Since Coach Stevens has been there, their offense has pretty much been the same. They're pretty simple in what they do. They run just a couple of run plays and get the ball out of their hands and get it to their guys, and so they're as good as advertised. They're a really good football team, and so it's going to be a great challenge for us for sure going against these guys.
Okay, well, you mentioned their defense there. Talk a little bit about offensively. You said there's not a lot of chinks in the armor there, but offensively, what have we been working on to try to get ready for the Lions defense?
Yeah, they play a couple quarterbacks. They've got the one that played for them 2 years ago, because they didn't play last year, Jamar Jones, and I think he's first in the country in touchdown passes with 22, and they played another guy there. Spot played him kind of early, but I think 9 has kind of taken over the pretty much a starter role. Play 3 running backs. One of them 34, 24, and 43 are really good. 1, 2, 3 backs for them. But like I said, it's not a it's not a scheme where you look at Northwest where they play a lot of tight end formations and do a lot of different formation. They stay in a 2x2 receiver set, or they'll go into a 3x1 receiver set, and get a little bit of empty backfield, but. They do a good job on the O-line. I've always been impressed with the way the O-line blocks, the way they get on people, and basically they kind of take you where you want to go. If you want to go outside, they just keep you outside. If you want to go inside, they'll just let you go inside and just wash you on down. Their backs do a good job of cutting off their blocks, and so it's kind of pick your poison. They run the ball really good, they throw the ball really good. I mean, so you got to kind of mix up your calls to on run downs and pass downs, and but you look. I mean, they turned the ball over 7 times against Northeast, a couple weeks ago, and now they still won. Still scored 34 points, even though they turned the ball over 7 times, and so that's just a sign of a good team. They can make mistakes and capitalize. And not let those mistakes beat them. But they're a good football team. Over the past 6-7 years for a reason. They just keep, they keep turning out really good players, and and all that. And so it's going to be tough for us, but I think our kids are hopefully up for the challenge.
Okay, now talk about our offense a little bit here and what we're looking to try to do against that East Mississippi defense.
Yeah, you go back and look at see what people's done against them. They try to RPO them a lot, just to try to slow down their pass rush. They've got a bunch of long defensive linemen, 6'6", 6'5" guys, and their outside backer's a guy 58 that they kind of put at defensive end. They'll stand him up at linebacker. They move him around a good bit. Secondary wise, they do a good job of tackling. And they're really not a blitz team. They don't send a lot of pressure. I think they've only got 10 or 12 sacks on the year, but when you keep a team out of the end zone as much as they have, to give up 70-something points in 8 ball games, I mean, the thing I've seen them do, if you can get them, if they get you in long yardage, they're going to put, 3 safeties back deep in coverage, and there's nowhere to really throw the ball. We were watching a couple of tapes over this week, and the team they were playing had 3 receivers to one side. There were 5 guys covering 3 receivers, and that's hard to, I don't care how good you are, that's hard to throw the ball into 5 people covering your 3. And linebacker they got number 1. He's got a lot of he's a bounce back guy from Syracuse, and he's got a lot of offers, and so they just do a good job of that. So we've got to be able to keep the ball in our hands. That's the biggest thing. You look and say, well, they've only give up 9 points a game. Well, maybe you can hold on to the ball to keep their offense off the field. But that's teams have tried that. We've looked at a lot. They jumped up on Northwest 2 weeks ago. I think it was 29-0 before Northwest even knew what when the ball was even kicked off. And so. It's hopefully we catch them sleepwalking for a little bit, and maybe we can pop some plays there. But got to try to we're just pretty much depleted at our receiver core, and so it's kind of hard to that's really been the biggest challenge this week is us giving each other the look of really what we're going to face. I think they dress out 15 receivers, and I think right now we've got 4 or 5, and so it's hard to do that, and then I can't simulate defensively for our offense in practice, 6-7. I don't have 6-7, I don't, and so it's just about us having to maintain the ball and keep the ball and try not to, give up the 2 and 3 play drives against them, make them drive the field. I mean, Northeast, like I said, did a good job against them when they played them, a couple weeks ago of taking the football away. And so when you do that, you're going to give yourself a chance.
All right, Coach, well, give me your Bank of Oklahoma keys to victory tonight.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to the three things every week, I guess and I look at the first thing, I guess you'd say, is we got to show up. That was one of the most disappointing things last week against Northwest. Typically we get ourselves up to play those guys, and we just did not find a way to do that last week. And so that's really the first thing. You got to go out and compete. Regardless of how good you are, how bad you are, if you're mediocre, whatever it is, you got to, it's an opportunity to compete. It's a chance to go out and play. And I think that's the thing that we got to do first. We got to realize the opportunity is another chance to go play. And then got to take care of the ball, got to try to take it away. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we can help ourselves as a team, not just offense or defense, but as a football team of ending drives when we need to end drives with field goals, with PATs, or even with punts. Sometimes a punt's not a bad way to end a drive. But you can't give these guys a short field and give them, easy opportunities to put points on the board, and then, they do a good job in the kicking game, that they've got a really good returner that, that's pretty dangerous back there. Teams have tried to kick the ball away from him a little bit, but he's been able to get some yards and things like that, and so we got to play really solid in the kicking game, and, and that's always going to be the key, one of the key things going in every week.
All right, Coach. Well, lastly, since it is sophomore night, just want to have you touch on the sophomores a little bit and what they've meant to the programs in their times here.
Yeah, you look at you hear the old saying about the windshield and the rearview mirror. Why is the windshield bigger than the rearview mirror? Because you always want to be able to, look ahead more than you want to look back. And the thing that I always tell these guys, every team I've ever had, from when I started coaching till now, what people can't take away from you is being a college athlete. They can take away a lot of things in your life, but one thing they can never take away is being a college football player. And that's one thing I think that these guys have had. Some of them have been, some of them had 3 years. Some are 2 that are I guess still counted as freshmen on the field, but are going to be sophomores leaving. And and so you look as a coach, what kind of mark did you leave on them? Did you make them better than when they got here? Are they better when you leave? And the thing that I want to make sure that every kid that plays in our program is to understand, there's going to be tough times. We all go through tough situations, and we all go through highs and lows. We've experienced all of that here this year. We've had really good times, and we've had really low times. But hopefully what they learn, they can take on for the rest of their life, when they're 25, 26, 27 years old, and maybe they don't want to get up and go to work, and we all get in that situation sometimes. But hopefully the things they learn here about dedication and being accountable, and because that's the thing they're going to understand when 25 and 26 and 27 years old come, when you've got wife and kids that are counting on you to get up and make a living and earn, and be a dad, and all those things, that hopefully they learn that part here, that sometimes life is going to knock you down, but you got to learn to get back up, and you got to go attack the day. And so I think that's one of the biggest things that I want to be able to hopefully leave with them as they leave us, and we're losing some really, really great guys. That's one thing that's always the drawback of junior college. What was one of the plus things this year was, I was able to spend a lot of time with guys for 3 years, and that's not normal in our line of work. Usually they're a year and a half and they're gone, but just the kids that you're gonna miss that you see every day, and you see them around the field house, and after tonight it's over with. The 2021 team is forever gone. And I think that's the thing that. I think reality is going to hit a lot of them in the head, after tonight's game. Like, man, what are we doing now? This is it. Football is and that's the thing I always tell them. You look up and, once you start, it's quick, and we were talking about the Southwest game yesterday in practice. And I'm like, man, that seems like that was 3 months ago, and so you just how fast the season goes by. And, and then I hope those guys have, got some great memories, and they can take those on to wherever they're going to go play next year, or whatever they choose to do. Some might not, some might go play, some might not, but whatever they choose to do in their life, that hopefully that ICC and Itawamba made a difference in their life, because I've seen a lot of kids over the years that have come in our program and are doing great for themselves right now. I think about guys like Daniel Johnson, who's that really nobody really recruited much. I was kind of about the only one, and now he's a strength coach at Texas Tech University. And so there's a lot of stories like that. That I could that call names out that's really done really good for themselves because they used Itawamba Community College to better themselves. And I hope that's my only hope for all these guys as they move forward in their life. They use this place to better themselves, and hopefully they'll grow up to be great men and great husbands, great fathers, and be able to influence somebody in their lives when they grow up.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach, and best of luck tonight. We'll be back with more of the Davis Ford pregame show right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars, the new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Davis Ford pregame show as we're just about 6 minutes away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff between your ICC Indians and the #1 East Mississippi Lions. Let's take a look at tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Sean Cannon's hope he's got that winning combination put together tonight here for the Indians. Mr. Jim.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Adam. Starting at quarterback, Dylan Falk. Come back playing, been injured a lot this year, Brad, but he's going to start tonight to end out his career here. R.J. Wilson, Jamal Brooks, the tandem at running back. Shamar Sangren had an outstanding freshman year, one of your wide receivers, along with Jalen Webb and Chris Howard. Your offensive line has some injuries, so we switched some guys around. Quadarius Hodges playing offensive tackle along with John Tavius Lane. Buddy Ballman, who's playing guard all year, is at another guard. Woodall's at the other guard, and Frank Bean is playing center tonight. For your defense, the usual front three. Darius Conley at defensive end, Jaquan Lott at defensive end, Tyreek Howard at nose guard, outstanding group of linebackers, Antonio Thompson, Corley Hooper, Demontre Bell, Brandon Fairley, Your cornerbacks, Dominic Taylor and Jadarius Steen. Your safeties, Darian Hobbs and Peyton Ray. Special teams, Price Nixon's your punter, and Shane Lasher is your kicker tonight, Brett.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups there for your ICC Indians. Well, guys, we just heard from Coach Cannon talking about tonight's matchup, and I want to get your opinion as well. Brad, we'll start with you. Your Bank of Oklahoma keys to victory tonight for the Indians.
Well, we'll start off. Of course, the folks at home, it is officially raining.
Yes, it is.
Kind of sideways. Now, not like one of those hurricane rains, so don't get me wrong on that. But it does look a little sideways from up here. But so we have a little got a weather situation at the moment. So, again, I go back, Mr. Ingram, it's going to be ball control in a game situation like this, and turnovers. It's about managing the ball, managing the turnovers. Again, whatever we got to do, as we know, we heard Coach Cannon in the pregame, got to get that offense off the field from East Mississippi. Got to get that offense off the field. But guess what? As he said, when you turn around, you're going to face a tough defense when he brings his offense back out there. So, again, it's sharp, clean ball, managing the ball, no turnovers. Again, sticking to their game plan, Mr. Ingram.
I agree with you. And Adam and Brad, if you watch and listen to Coach Cannon, let's be honest, we did not come out on fire, playing well against Northwest last weekend. We got too far behind. Let's be honest, it's 21-0. We couldn't catch up. Coach Cannon was not pleased with the emotion. They didn't really play with heart early, didn't have the want to, or were they ready? We need to have that tonight, and I believe we will at sophomore night. Need to come out, play with emotion, play with heart, want to win, and be ready to play. Also, we cannot turn the ball over in this weather.
Yeah, and one other thing I want to add, and we still got 3 minutes till kickoff, so great night here. We've said it, but we've honored our cheer. We're going to honor our band. We've honored the sophomore football players. Kind of an emotional night, too, on top of the weather. Great night here. Again, I can't say enough fantastic things about the college and putting this atmosphere together for this season. It's been a great season as far as, and we hope to end it on a high note tonight. The physical plant all the way to the band, to the cheerleaders have done a fantastic job. And there's a lot of pink out here tonight, Mr. Ingram. And you know what I'm impressed most of? Is you got your pink shirt on
pink
up here,
yes,
too.
I'm trying to support it. We do have a lot of pink tonight, and I think we'll be honoring the North Mississippi Health Services between the first and second quarter. It's a special night indeed, and, Coach Cannon made a good point during this interview. He talked about athletics is important. We want to win. We want to play well. But you got to have teamwork, and you got to show up and play hard. And he says they become mature young men, show responsibility, helps them in their career. Teamwork as a football team. Your career, you got to show up on time. You become a husband, you become a father. It's just real life situations, and football helps them blend that way. I'm very proud Sean Cannon mentioned that.
Go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree wholly, because that's what we want, Mr. Adam, is for the guys to leave here, whether they go on and play at the next level or go on to get an education, is to take those life opportunities with them.
As we await the Samstown Market coin toss here, I do want to remind you that sales going on. Brad, you want to listen to this now. October the 29th through the 31st at Samstown Market. Ribeyes are $11.99 a pound. Whole loins, $10.99. You've got New York strips at $7.99 a pound. Whole loins again at $6.99. Boneless pork loins, $1.99 a pound. And you go by and get you a Boston butt, $1.49 a pound as well. So if you want to stock your freezer, this is the weekend to do it at Samstown Market right there in the heart of Manatee.
Do you think I could trick-or-treat at Sam's and he might go up there and ask him, and he might put something in my bag if I trick-or-treat?
I think he would.
I'll tell you.
So we'll have to check over that. So the Samstown Market the coin toss was won by the Indians, deferred to the second half, and so that will be how we start things off. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this.
Play with guts, guys. We gutted that win out. I told you it's going to be a tough place to play. Give up plays, take advantage, but in the end, we found a way to check it up. Found a way, guys. Hey, we got a good football team. We've got to start believing in ourselves a lot more.
Hooper takes it to the house. Touchdown, Indians.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back as we put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show and get ready for that First American National Bank kickoff. As we said, ICC won the Samstown Market opening coin toss, deferred to the second half, so it'll be Shane Lasher ready to step into this one. ICC wearing their all red tonight with the blue helmets. Look across the way at East Mississippi. They're wearing their white tops, red pants, and red helmets as well. ICC will be kicking it right to left for those listening here on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. For those that are tuning in, maybe expecting to hear Baldwin Bearcat football tonight, we'll be keeping you updated with scores throughout the evening, along with other high school games going on tonight throughout North Mississippi. So that First American National Bank opening kick is on its way, a line drive. Going to take East Mississippi back to the 1-yard line. And they're going to try to return it on the far side of the field. Indians get up the field, but break through a couple of tackles. Now go right back up the middle. And it's going to be hit and dropped just shy of the 25. Guys, ICC was there, just couldn't quite wrestle him down. They're possibly inside the 10.
Yeah, but I like the hustle that I saw them getting down there. They really did. They got down there. To me, that's the cleanest I've seen us get down there on a kickoff most of the year. Now, again, I know we missed a little tackle there or ran by him, but we got down there in a hurry.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Lions. This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. High snap, ball gets away. Jones is going to go back and get it, and the Indians make the play.
And this is what we got to take advantage of right here, Mr. Ingram. That's a first play, bad snap, over the head of the quarterback, again, dropping the lines back.
And also the quarterback's helmet came off when Hooper hit him. He's got to go out of the game. Like you said, I want to see the emotion, the want to tonight in sophomore night. So far we're seeing it, Brad.
Second down and a long way. Let's call it second down and 26 here for East Mississippi. As they did bring in a new quarterback in this situation. They're going to drop back and pass. Going down the sideline, and the pass broken up. And a big-time stop there for the Indians.
Yeah, great job by the DB on that side over there. Couldn't see the number on it. Again, I apologize because I know we'll talk about Laurie Cagle shortly, but I need to go get my eyes checked.
Yes.
But great job of defending over there on that side.
All right, Brad.
C.J. Johnson.
C.J.
Let's get off the field here, guys. 3rd and 26. We need to get off the field and get the ball in good field position.
Jones back in at quarterback here for the Lions. Gets the snap, sets up the screen. Hooper reads it and wraps him up. And it's going to be hit and dropped in a great play there by the Indians.
What a great first set of enthusiasm coming out. And to me, again, I saw it on the kickoff. And, man, when that snap went over his head, there's just a different level of enthusiasm right now.
Got to keep it up. Got to keep it up. They're punting from their own 10-yard line. We should get good field position here. Game's just started. First quarter, ICC 0, East Mississippi 0, 13:35 left in the first quarter.
So 4th down and 26 is the situation here for the Lions. As Jim mentioned, they'll step into this punt in their own end zone. ICC brings pressure. Was not able to get to it. The kick is going to hit, and it's going to roll past the 45, and ICC is going to get ideal field position here for their opening drive of the contest offensively.
Yeah, I'm just really, they had a great defensive outing right there. That last play, for those that were listening to us on the radio, was a screen, and ICC covered it well.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. If you're looking for your next new or used vehicle, stop by 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton and experience the Davis Ford difference. Davis Ford, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Indians go in 2 receivers wide on both sides of the football. Falk is your quarterback. He's going to hand it off in the backfield. That's going to be Brooks. Brooks is going to lower his head, bully his way forward, and it's going to be knocked down after a pretty good gain of close to 5, maybe 4 on the play that time.
Good push from the offensive line. Like you said, Adam, we got good field position. First play, a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. We got the ball at East Mississippi's 43-yard line.
4 yards on the play, 2nd and 6, ICC.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 6 situation here. Indians hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. Falk wants to pass it out. That's going to be Sangren. Sangren over the middle, and it's going to be hit and dropped, but picks up the 1st down. And if you hear some extra cheering tonight, guys, that's some of Sangren's family making it all the way down to Wisconsin.
First down.
So he's got a big-time cheering section tonight.
This weather should not bother them if they're from Wisconsin.
They think this is a midsummer day. Handoff right up the middle. ICC good for a yard that time. As Brooks on the carry.
Second down and 9.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 9 situation here for the Indians.
Clock management is important here too, Mr. Ingram. While we're on offense, let the clock roll as much as we can. Let's work with this with our offense and control the ball.
ICC staying with that same set. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Falk getting ready to throw. He is going to be hit and dropped. And it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 situation. As that's a sonic sack there for the Lions.
Yeah, it wasn't there. He dropped back, well covered on the by the DBs there on East Mississippi side. Dillon had a lane for a minute, but it closed up.
So 3 receivers on the far side of the field. 3rd down and 10.
Free play.
Movement. And they're going to call it off there. And I think what they're going to say is that the ICC player also moved, but are they going to say he was baited offside? We'll have to see what the officials talk about in this situation as they meet up there at the 45-yard line to talk things over.
If they want our opinion, I'd say they were offsides, right? What do you think?
It was a free play. That's what they're calling.
Yeah.
So the ICC player reacting to it is what killed the play that time. I guess is what they're going to say. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
That's exactly right, Adam. Once our player reacted to it, of course, he was drawn off, but once our player reacted to it, then, yes, the play was stopped. But, again, great job by the Indians there as far as being patient and gained some yardage, got a manageable 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 5, possession down here for the Indians. Falk is your quarterback, gets the snap. Going to throw it over now to Chris Howard for the screen pass. The Lions read that one nicely and drops ICC back for a loss on the play.
Number 6, Chris Howard.
Yeah, I think they knew the signs that Coach Cook sent out there on that one. They were all over that one as soon as we threw it. So well defended there by East. Give them credit. ICC will punt. They are in a punting situation.
You know, we had 3rd and 5 at their 33-yard line. We ended up losing 3 yards, 4th and 8, playing field position. Good decision to punt here.
So this will be a Little Caesars punt for the Indians. ICC going to try to pin East Mississippi deep in their own territory. High snap. Price gets it. He kicks it away. And they're going to say it was partially blocked. It's going to hit and roll inside the 10, down about the 9-yard line. Wow. Big-time kick there for Price.
He's done that before. We've seen him do that this year already and was able to do it there. He was able to pull the snap down and get the punt off, and it took an ICC roll. And, again, for those at home, of course, we lost our long snapper at the beginning of the season. So not saying that who we have back there is not good, but, you know, who we had worked with in the offseason all year to get to that point is not here. So, again, great job by Nixon.
No doubt about it. Price has been solid all year and a great job recovering that long snap and getting the kickoff.
Jones back in at quarterback here for East Mississippi. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Lions. No score with 10:46 to play. Handoff is going to be on the opposite side of the field, and that's going to be, I believe, Spivey on the carry that time for the Lions. Gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Great job again by the D-line and the linebackers to string that thing out where he was unable to really turn it up and go north and south, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt. Again, it's 10:20 left in the first quarter. ICC 0, East Mississippi 0. East Mississippi's got the ball at their own 12-yard line.
3 receivers here on the near side of your screen for those watching on the red channel. Play action fake. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And it's going to be intercepted by the Indians.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, Mr. Ingram, there's just a little different excitement going on down here with this ICC defense tonight. Right now, they don't feel intimidated at all.
Defense is playing well. Great hit. Who made the hit there? I missed that. hit the quarterback. Peyton Ray had the interception. 1st and 10 Indians at the 30-yard line at East Mississippi Community College.
So big-time turnover there. ICC gets it back now. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 30. Yeah, it was pressure brought from both sides. And the backside pressure was the one that got to him. I'm like you, Mr. Jim. I couldn't see the number. And so ICC with Falk gets the quick snap, throws it out, and it's going to be picked off. And this is going to be a foot race here as East Mississippi is able to jump in front of that one. And Falk saves the touchdown. So just like that, East Mississippi jumps the route and returns the interception to the 35-yard line. And, boy, things swing in a hurry.
It did, Adam, but let's be positive here. It was, he almost a pick six, but Falk and Sandgren ran them down, didn't let them go to the end zone. Our defense got to step up here. East Mississippi's got a first down at our 34-yard line.
So we'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Lions as they have it at the 34-yard line. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time as he read the defense well, slides forward. It's going to be down just shy of the 25-yard line. Good read on the keeper that time.
Yeah, RPO situation there, and he kept reading and letting that play develop and letting his linemen get out there and block out there ahead and saw the gap open, kept it, and was able to get a good gain.
Gain of 8, makes it a 2nd down and short 2. Quarterback keeper again this time is going to fight forward, and that should be good for the first down. That's another good read there. ICC in the backfield took away the option with the running back, but instead the quarterback kept it and picked up the first down. So the ball now is at the 24. We're to be a 1st down and 10. Coming up on 9 minutes of play here in the first quarter. Handoff. Indians stack it up, but still able to move forward there. Trying to strip the football. The officials call the play dead. As that handoff that time goes to number 34. That is going to be Perryman on the carry.
And Thompson and Hooper there again. Our outstanding linebackers made the hit.
Gain of 1 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 9 now here for East Mississippi, the number 1 team in the country. Trying to close out the regular season undefeated. ICC trying to play spoiler tonight as Jones drops back. Pass over the middle is complete, but ICC quickly makes the tackle as that was Ralph Dunn on the play for the Indians. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 now for East Mississippi.
Yeah, brought a blitz package right there, so the quarterback had to get rid of it in a hurry, and his only option there was a little pass there in the middle of the field. ICC was there to make the tackle on the zone defense, the zone read there, so great job by the Indians, 3rd and 5.
Rain continuing to fall here in Fulton. Jones surveying the defense. ICC showing pressure off the end. They bring it, picked up nicely. Jump ball down the far side of the field, and does he catch it? No signal yet. Still no signal. And they're going to say incomplete.
I didn't think he would have brought that one down, Mr. Ingram. I thought we had it covered well, too.
Yeah, it's one of those that a good 8 seconds ran off the clock before they made a decision on whether it was a pass complete or incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 situation here. And East Mississippi is going to stay on the field with the offense. I tell you what, if that was a catch, send that one to ESPN. That would have been one of the best catches I've seen in my 12 years here at ICC.
Well, I think water got in their eyes down there. And they need a towel, wipe that off. So that's what happened.
East Mississippi wants to take a timeout. 7:46 to play here. It's 4th and 5. We'll take the break. No score between ICC and number 1 East Mississippi. Back with more right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That timeout being brought to you by the Sonic in Fulton. Remember, you can grab half-price drinks or slushes on your way home from the game tonight when you order from the Sonic app. That's the Sonic here in Fulton. And by the way, if you're looking for a job, they're hiring. All shifts are available, part-time, full-time, whatever you would like. That's the Sonic here in Fulton. Just pull up, hit the big red button, and ask for an application. 4th down and 5. Pressure coming over the middle. The pass is complete to the 10, and that will move the chains.
Yeah, I had no back set right there. Empty backfield, drop back. Of course, it wasn't much pressure, and just a quick end there, Mr. Ingram, and got the first down.
Give East Mississippi credit. I believe it's 1st and goal right at our 10-yard line.
And that is correct. 1st down and goal, high snap. Handoff in the backfield. The Indians are there. They stack it up, but still able to fight forward and pick up the gain of positive yardage there was Perryman. Impressive that he was able to get a yard after being hit 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Handoff to number 34, Zias Perryman. Tackle made by number 27, Brandon Fairley.
Brad, this is a big series right here. There's 7 minutes left in the first quarter. No score. They got the ball at our 9-yard line, 2nd and goal. I hope our defense can step up here. It's very important.
Jones, still your quarterback. He hands it off to Perryman one more time. He's going to rumble down to about the 2. And so now it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation here for the Lions. And Perryman looked to the sideline, gave him that feed me signal saying he wants the football again. Perryman, you take a look at him. He's listed at 5'11", 225 pounds out of Laurel High School. That's a big old dude running the football. ICC with a late substitution into the game. Perryman stays in the backfield. 3rd and goal here for the Lions. New quarterback in, and we've got movement, as that is number 14, Connor. Ethan Connor that came in at quarterback.
Well, back him up a little bit there. That's going to help us out, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt about it, Brad. Now it's 3rd and goal at the, I believe, Adam, about the 7-yard line.
And so they're going to bring Jones back into the contest now at quarterback. And you are correct. They're going to back it up now right about the
6, I would say.
6-yard line. 6:23 to go here in the first quarter of play. Still no score, but East Mississippi, they're knocking on the door. As Jones looks to the side, and looks like we're going to have another timeout called here by East Mississippi. Their 2nd timeout of the first quarter. Timeout on the field. Let's take the timeout with them, and let's hear from Sonic. And be back with more right after this.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 6:23 to go here after that 5-yard penalty brings up a 3rd down and goal situation for East Mississippi. No score here in the first quarter. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, Dr. Brad Boggs bring this action here in the ICC Alumni and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you can join the ICC Alumni Association by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. Jones is your quarterback. Gets the snap back. He's hit as he throws, and it's broken up. Great play there by the Indians, as that was number 15 for ICC. Hobbs breaking the pass up, but, man, the Indians brought the house on that one, guys.
I was going to say, they brought the heat in there, and he did not have time barely to even get that off. Not a real good pass there. Great job by the Indian defense, Mr. Ingram, to hold them to this field goal.
I agree. Field goal attempt. This is a win. Regardless if they make the field goal, great job by ICC's defense.
Looks like the ball is going to be spotted at the 13, so it'll be a 23-yard field goal attempt here for East Mississippi. Snap's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3-0 East Mississippi with the lead. We'll keep it here since we've taken you to a couple of breaks. And Mr. Jim, you said it, ICC, bend but don't break defensively. Hold them to 3 that time, and that's big mentally for the Indians.
You're right, Adam. We had a big interception. They ran it down all the way down to about our 30-yard line. Our defense stepped up, forced a field goal attempt, which they made. Brad, we've been watching our team tonight. We're playing very hard offensively and defensively. Got a lot of motion tonight so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is the time, though, where the defense, and I know they don't do that, but, this is what you say. The defense is going to look over to your offense and say, all right, give me some help right now.
Right.
Defense needs to stay off the field, needs to take a good long break right now. Offense needs to go back out there and stay on the field a good long while, put together a good long drive, hopefully get some points on the board. Defense just needs to stay with their valiant effort and everything that they have done because they've played a heck of a game so far. Great game plan by Sean Cannon and staff on the defensive side of things. So they really need to stay on the sidelines defense right now.
Getting set for this First American National Bank kickoff here. This is Peyton Rogers, the kicker for East Mississippi. And he is going to step into this one in a end-over-end kick, short kick. It's going to be taken at the 22 and trying to get it up the field, but great coverage downfield that time by the Lions. Only a minimum return of about 2 or 3 that time. So the high kick allowed the defense to get down there with good coverage.
Yeah, and he was kicking into the wind. Let's not forget that, too, with the wind blowing tonight with that, I guess, that sideways rain, as I was talking about a minute ago. It is blowing, if you're watching the radio, right to left, and that's where East was kicking into as well.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Indians. This 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. Falk is still your quarterback. Looks like Watts is in the backfield now as a running back for the Indians. He'll get the football off the right side. Breaks through the holes. Got one man to beat now across the middle to the 50, to the 45. Still on his feet across the 40, down to the 30. Dragging Lions down the field. And what a run there by the Indians.
Have we seen that this year? I mean, that was a heck of a run. A hole opened up, and I mean, Watts, you got a player down from East Mississippi, so got time to say something here. Watts was not wanting to go down at all, and he was dragging 2 or 3 with him.
Brad, we have seen Watts' speed so far this year. We hadn't seen the power like he showed then. He broke about 3 or 4 tackles and got an extra 20 or 30 yards. What a great effort by Watts.
We're going to try to look at that again right here on the Little Caesars instant replay. The ball started at the 26-yard line. And you see there, he just gets through that seam, gets past a linebacker, and just hits those jets, wrapped up, and then breaks through one, and then actually carries a guy 10 yards before he was knocked to the ground. So a big carry there of 54 yards by Watts, and that sets the Indians up with great field position.
I'm impressed with how quickly you can do that math, Mr. Eagle.
Well, I got lucky. Will was doing it also. I might have cheated. No, I didn't cheat. I had to use all my fingers, though, to get it.
Well, you better at it than I am. That's the reason why I got you sitting here next to me.
I'm just proud to be here.
I was still counting on my toes that time. So 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. Falk looking to the sideline. Now East Mississippi is going to make some changes of their own. Watt still in the backfield. ICC plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds, making some more adjustments. Falk gets the snaps, going to hand it to Watts one more time, tries to get to the outside, and it's going to be hit and stood up at the 20-yard line. No gain on the play.
Not a bad play call there, too, because what worked back here with Watts, hey, why not try it again? Of course, it wasn't the same play, but try it again. You know, we've had a little success with the run game tonight. Nothing wrong with that play call at all on 1st down.
No doubt about it. You know, control the ball, control the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10. Falk looking to pass. It's going to be the bubble screen, and that time just in and out of the hands of Sandgren. And one of those, he just kind of took his eye off the prize before it got to him.
Yeah, he was looking upfield before the ball actually came into his hands. I mean, he had his hands out there, but you got to look the ball directly into the hands before you turn your head and start looking upfield.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 situation now here for the Indians. Guys, you think about possibly running something off the right side to get in the least field goal range, a little bit closer, and make it kind of a straight-up kick opportunity here?
You could do that, Adam. Like you said, right now it's a 37-yard attempt, and that would not be a bad plan.
And you do have the wind at your back.
Falk steps up, throws the pass out to Brooks. He caught it but was hit hard, and they're going to say an incomplete pass. Great job there by number 21, I believe, Cam McCullum, to break that one up. And so now it's going to bring up a 4th and 10 situation here for the Indians. 4:57 to go in the 1st quarter.
They are going to kick it.
And they are going to attempt to kick here. So the ball is going to be spotted at the, is that 37-yard?
It's 37-yard attempt.
So a 37-yard attempt here for the Indians. This is number 83, Shane Lasher, awaiting the snap. And we've got movement.
Got a free play.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Field goal attempt is good.
But the Indians, do you take the points off the board? That's the tough question.
Well, you're not going to get a first down.
No, it'd be 4-5. Take the points.
I'll take the points.
So they're going to talk this one over here. Most definitely. Rule of thumb is never take points off the board in this situation. So they're going to talk things over. Now, one thing you could do is you could call the Indians for holding on the tail end of the play because they did grab an East Mississippi player to keep them from hitting the kicker in that situation. But now they're going to go down. Yeah.
Both.
Gotta do it again, guys.
That's what I was afraid of.
Why'd you say that, Adam?
I'd already written down 3-3. I got to erase this.
I learned from Jim last week. I learned from Jim. So, yeah, tough break there as those offsetting penalties. The kick was good. And so now, see if Lasher gets a chance to do it again. Basically a do-over in this situation. 37-yard field goal attempt coming here for Shane Lasher. Awaiting the snap. The hold is Falk. Snap back's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good again. We're tied at 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here in Fulton. 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Welcome back as you hear the chop fired up here in Fulton. ICC 3 after that 37-yard field goal. Successful by Shane Lasher. East Mississippi, the number 1 team in the country, they also have 3. It was off a 23-yard field goal by Peyton Rogers as we're getting set for this First American National Bank kickoff as the rain starting to pick up once again here in Fulton. A little bit of a wind blowing through there as well. As Lasher surveys and gets ready to step into this First American National Bank kickoff. Boots it downfield, and a fair catch is called and taken. And so the ball will be marched up there for East Mississippi. Well, guys, 3-3 is the score. 4:48 to go here in the first quarter. If you're ICC, so far so good.
Yeah, defense got what they needed right there. The offense put together a drive right there, stayed out on the field, and put points on the board. Well, that's going to give your defense more confidence. I would hope it should coming back out here for this series.
I agree with you, Brad. The 3 there was important to tie the ball game up. Like you said, our defense got a little rest during that drive, also by our offense.
So first down and 10. The ball is going to be at the 25-yard line here for East Mississippi. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. They're going to go with a quick pass to the sidelines, and this is going to be a foot race right here. Goodness gracious. That kid is quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog as that reception reeled in there by Zach Patterson, and in a blink of an eye, he gets the ball all the way down to the other 30.
Well, it was great blocking on the edge by the other wide receiver over here. Did an excellent job of blocking our defensive back and holding that block long enough for that receiver to get around him on the outside.
So they are actually going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 36. But either way it goes, it's going to be a first down and 10 situation here. Handoff to the running back in the backfield, slips off a tackle, gets across the 30. He's going to be brought down and stumbled forward as he's going to be marked, I believe, officially at the 27-yard line.
Good run by Perriman. Adam got 8 yards. 2nd and 2 for East Mississippi.
Lions quickly back, stiff arm, but the Indians hold on to him that time. It's going to be close. Depends on if it's going to be a left foot, right foot mark here. And are they going to say first down or not? They are going to say first down.
Well, they hadn't moved the chain.
Now they're moving them.
Okay.
So it will be a first down and 10 here for East Mississippi.
Corrects a gain of 2 yards on the play. First down and 10.
This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. East Mississippi has it now. High snap, was able to gather it. Jones dropping back to pass, throws it out wide. It is complete, and it's going to be hit and dropped about the 10-yard line as that reception reeled in there. I believe it was Duke Miller on the catch.
Good pass and catch. First and goal for East Mississippi. The ball's at our 10-yard line, 3-3. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
East Mississippi quickly to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left of Jones at quarterback. Handoff again in the backfield. Bounces it to the outside. Breaks a tackle. It is going to be dropped about the 7. Guys, that was an impressive run there by Perryman as he was hitting the backfield, able to use his power and strength to roll forward and turn that into a positive gain.
Injury timeout.
Yeah, got another one down for East.
Injury timeout on the field here as a player down for East Mississippi. Now able to come up on his own power, as that was number 65, I believe, Tyler Hodge. So good to see him able to kind of just make his way to the sideline. Or actually now he's going to stay down on the field. So hopefully that's not a serious injury there. Quick timeout. Back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It was number 65, Tyler Hodges, shaking up on the play. He's able to walk off on his own power. Always good to see that, guys, in the game of football.
No doubt about it. We don't want any players injured. Hopefully he'll be okay, and I bet you he'll play later on in the game, Brad.
So it will be a second down and goal. The ball is going to be at the 6-yard line for East Mississippi. Actually, let's make it the 7-yard line is where East Mississippi has it right now. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Clock is rolling once again. Snap, Jones, pump fakes, in troubles, got pressure coming from behind, and the Indians get to him.
Yeah. Great job there. That's number 26, Thompson there by Etowama. Did a great job there, bringing him down, the linebacker there. I know we've talked about our linebacking core. Great job. That brings up a 3rd and 9 here, it looks like.
So it is 3rd down and goal. The ball is going to be on the 9-yard line, as you mentioned, Brad. A loss of 2 on the play. Inside 2 minutes to play now here in the first quarter. East Mississippi making some changes. Going to go with 4 wide, 3 wide receivers on one side of the football. You've got up top, number 5, Kevin Barnett, by himself on an island. Jones drops back. He hits as he throws, and it's caught.
Well, we were there. We had the coverage, but he just slipped by him, Mr. Ingram. So we had a guy on him, but he just slipped by him. I think our guy didn't stay with him. I don't know if he was expecting the run or what, but he pulled up.
And we had good pressure on the quarterback. The pass was actually underthrown. Give the running back credit. Caught it with one hand, brought it in, got the touchdown.
Yeah, that was Zias Perryman showing that he can do it, running the ball and catching the ball as well. As we're waiting the PAT here for East Mississippi. Snapback's a good one, nearly blocked by ICC, but the kick is good. 10-3, East Mississippi with the lead with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. Let's take a break and hear from some of our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That 9-yard touchdown pass by East Mississippi makes it 10-3. Lions over your Indians as East is getting set to come out and tee up this First American National Bank kick here. Breast Cancer Awareness Night, also sophomore night here in Fulton. Regular season finale for the Lions and the last game of the year for the Indians.
Yeah, and if anybody thought that we were going to come into this game and keep the Lions out of the end zone, they were wrong, including us and our coaches. That's going to happen. What we got to do is respond, though.
High kick going to be taken at about the 13-yard line. That's going to be Watts trying to get to the outside. Does so, gets across the 30, but is eventually hit and knocked out of bounds right about the 34-yard line. A flag comes flying in late here.
A personal foul. Did hit him coming out of bounds?
No, he didn't. So this is going to be interesting to see what they call here.
Was it helmet to helmet?
And say that is going to be more believable than if hit him out of bounds, because he was not out of bounds whenever he hit him.
I agree with you, Adam. I thought it was a clean play.
I thought it was a clean play myself. I don't know why the flag.
Personal foul on the kicking team. 15 yards added on to the end of the run.
See, y'all were wrong. And see, I'm trying to will our team to victory here.
You're right.
And y'all are talking negative.
Well,
I apologize.
Here's the thing. That proves that we are very unbiased.
That's right. We're trying to be
in
fair.
The broadcast booth, because I want to say this, and I'm sorry, ICC fans. That was a horrible call that went in the way of the Indians.
But let me say this. It was a bad call, but we'll take it. And we
will.
need it. And we'll take the 15 yards.
Most definitely. You need those type of breaks if you're going to upset the number one team in the country. 10-3, ICC trailing East Mississippi. 1:31 to go here. Shout out to Will Bunch, who is tuned in tonight. Indians quickly out to Sangren. Sangren tries to get to the outside now, cuts it back in the middle, and he's going to be gain of 6 on the play there. Nice gain by Sandgren. And as I said, if you hear little extra cheers for him tonight, his family from Wisconsin has made their way down here, sitting in front of us in the broadcast booth. And I tell you what, I like their enthusiasm.
No doubt about it. And Adam, we've said it all year. Sandgren, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's dynamite. We need to get the ball in his hands, see what he can do.
Yeah, but that was a great job of blocking on that side by Jordan Buchanan.
Yep.
He helped tremendously on that.
2nd down and 4. Falk design run. Going to try to cut it back up the middle. Nothing doing there. East Mississippi eats that one up and knocks them back for a loss of 2.
That is a big man that made that tackle, guys. What's that number, 36?
By number 96.
96.
Man, he is.
You can't see the numbers.
I can't.
Well, here it is, 6'6", 250.
He weighs more than 250, let me say that. He might be 6'6", but Brad, he doesn't weigh 250.
I say if that's 250, then I'm right around $120. As that is, you said, Jim, a big old boy there making the play for East Mississippi. But either way it goes now, possession down here for the Indians. Falk gets the snap, pressure over the middle, and had to just get rid of that one. Pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 situation here. And once again, it was Tazaman, the same guy you was just talking about, Jim, coming in and putting the pressure on Falk. And Falk a little slow to get up after the play, and it's going to bring up a Little Caesars punt opportunity here for Nixon.
Number 7, Zach Patterson will be back to return for the Lions.
So waiting this Little Caesars punt here. As this is Price Nixon. High snap. Trouble here. Nixon's just going to have to fall on top of it. We saw East Mississippi struggle with the snap earlier. Well, that time ICC returning the favor. And smart play by Nixon just to fall down on top of that.
Adam, and that's not the first time we struggled. If you remember our punt last time to Price, he was able to pull that one down and make a play out of it. There was no way. He wasn't going to bring that one down. That one was way over his head. All he could do was fall on it.
Well, he would have to be 6'6", 250, like the player from East Mississippi, to be able to go get that one. Instead, he is, how tall is he? 6'2", so, I mean, still a tall kid. Well, he's tall in my book. So here we go. Be a 1st down and 10 here. 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford. East Mississippi with great field position. The ball is going to be at the 27. Going to try to go for everything on the first play, and oh, what a monstrous hit. But he held on to the football, and that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. My, oh my, Jontarius Henderson, that's how you get it done. End of the first quarter, East Mississippi 10, ICC 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Vice President of Oncology and Diagnostic Radiology.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as they are recognizing some of our breast cancer awareness survivors, and as the referees say, play ball, as they're still doing the recognition here.
Rain is coming down, Mr. Ingram.
And I'll say this. I'm glad the officials are kind, because that could have easily been a flag on ICC there. So they're going to let us play on here. So we're officially going to start the second quarter now. The ICC trailing 10-3. Jones, your quarterback. Hand off to Perryman in the backfield. He's going to be wrapped up. Maybe stumbles forward for a gain of 1.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a third down.
Actually, a loss of about a half a yard.
So is that going to be a 3rd and 10, Mr. Ingram?
I believe it. Didn't they get the first down on that pass? I think it's second down. Second down and go, I believe.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
You're doing fine, sir.
So it is technically second down and goal, so they can still got a few more plays on this one. Jones dropping back, looking to pass, and it's going to be caught and reeled in there by the Lions.
Yeah, Peyton Ray with the play there. It was just a quick slant, basically, but Ray comes up from the safety position and makes the hit. Got another East Mississippi player down, the guy who caught the pass.
He's down on the field, and one of the ICC players pops up in a hurry, just kind of motions across the way for the trainers to come out, so hopefully not a serious injury there. Jones goes over 100 yards passing with that pass completion. Injury timeout on the field. He is standing up and going to be walking off the field, so we'll keep it here right now, guys. It's East Mississippi knocking on the door here, as that is number 5, Kevin Barnett, a 6'3" wide receiver out of Oak Grove High School, being helped to the sideline. But a good sign is he's able to put some weight on both those legs.
Guys, it's a key play here. 3rd and goal. They got the ball at our 3-yard line. Brad, we got to find a way to force a field goal here. We don't need them scoring a touchdown here early in the second period. We're down 10-3. Need to play good defense here.
So 3rd and goal, as Mr. Jim mentions here. Rain picking up a little bit more here at Eaton Field. New quarterback in the contest. This is Ethan Connor in here for East Mississippi. He's going to keep it, and he's going to stumble forward in for the touchdown.
And he just followed his lead blocker in, was able to get in there. Straight up man defense there, but he was able to follow lead blocker in, touchdown East Mississippi.
So that was, what, a 3-yard run?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
As we await the extra point here for East Mississippi. They go up 16-3 now, and on to kick is number 80, Peyton Rogers. Gets the snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 17-3, East Mississippi with the lead. We're going to take a break and hear from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back out of that timeout. 3-yard touchdown run by East Mississippi makes it a 17-3 contest.
Yeah, I want to extend and really my thanks. The band is still out here battling this rain, and they are playing hard tonight under the direction of Ryan Todd and his directors, doing a fantastic job out here in this rain. And the crowd that has braved this, they're still sitting out there, Mr. Ingram.
No doubt about it. We appreciate all the support we get from our ICC fans.
Rain is picking up even more here. This kick is going to be into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. Real quick shout out, Dan Ellington, the former quarterback at ICC, checking in, watching here online at letsgoicctv.com, the red channel. We do appreciate him checking in. Will Simmons keeping us updated on that as he's running our social media for us tonight. We are going to try to keep you updated on some of the high school action that is going on throughout the area as well, so we'll try to find some of those scores and bring them to you throughout the night. We'll also tell you about some other games going on in the league as well. And let me get my JUCO Weekly app to pull up here. In the first quarter, Northwest and Mississippi Delta, they're scoreless. Hines and Pearl River, they're scoreless. Northeast is up 16-0. That's in the second quarter over Holmes. East Union leading Baldwin 6-19 in the first quarter, 6-0. That's going to be R.J. Wilson on the carry. He's going to fight his way forward for a gain of 2.
Guys, let me say this. I know it's early in the second quarter. We're down 17-3 against the number 1 team in the nation. This is an important series. We got to get some first downs here. Very, very important part of the game, I think, Brad, to keep our head up, keep our enthusiasm, keep the crowd into the game. Very important we get some first downs at least in this series.
ICC goes with 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Falk is still your quarterback. Wilson in the backfield with him. Falk sees pressure. Now he's going to tuck and run. Gets across the 30 down to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and about 2 situation here.
Yeah, a lot of green grass out in front of him. He saw it when he dropped back because you had the pressure that was coming, also the man coverage that was out there. So East was able to recover to keep him from getting the first down, but now you've got a manageable 3rd and 2.
Right. Third down, let's call it a long 2 situation here. Possession down for the Indians. Wilson in at running back. Falk still your quarterback. 2 receivers here on the near side. Falk wants to run it. Cuts it right back up the middle. Lowers his head and gets the first down.
Yeah, that's just the want to right there that was inside of him, that he wanted that first down. Of course, there was some good blocking on the edge, enough to get the 2 yards that was needed to get the first down. Great job by Etowama. Keep the drive rolling here.
No doubt about it, Brad. We did not need to go 3 and out and put our defense back on the field. Good job, our offense, getting that first down.
That first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. Hey, you looking for a new ride? Check out Davis Ford at 904 West Main Street here in Fulton. Wilson gets the carry, stumbles his way forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play, but positive pickup there on first down.
Tackled at the 39-yard line, gain of 3 yards.
Positive pickup, but as we've talked about, the size of the D-line that East Mississippi has, and then, of course, their linebacking crew. They got the transfer back in from Syracuse, the guy that came back in. So great job there. It's just a tough crew to block and run on.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 7, 11:45 to go here until halftime. We invite you to stay tuned. At halftime, we will not have an ICC All-American Band performance, so we'll take a look back at Meet the Indians from earlier this week as that pass is complete out to Sangren, but unfortunately the ground just a little too wet. That's one thing he loves to do is make that quick cut. But unfortunately, Mother Nature kind of taking that move away from him tonight.
Yeah, and it's getting to that point. It will affect both sides, So again, with the rain that we've had and the rain that is still continuing to come down, of course, it has lightened up some. But yes, it will affect not only the grip of the football, but as far as the footing.
Big play, guys. 3rd and 8, possession down.
11 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 17-3, East Mississippi with the lead. Falk passes underneath. It's going to be caught, lowers his head, and that's going to be close to a first down as that was Brooks on the reception.
Spotting him about a yard short.
That's not a good spot.
That's not.
Not a good spot, guys.
Tough break there for the Indians, as it's going to be a 4th down and 1. And, yeah, Jim, I agree with you 100% there.
Looks like they're going for it.
And so ICC quickly back to the line here. East Mississippi wasn't ready. Falk is going to get it. Has the first down. Gets across the 50-yard line. Needed 1. Got 6 on the carry. And ICC will move the chain.
No hesitation. No hesitation, Brad. Outstanding job.
Gutsy is what I'm talking about right there. They saw something they wanted. They knew they had something they wanted. Quick snap to Dillon. He took the ball and ran.
That first down being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. The ball now is at the 48-yard line. Falk still your quarterback. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Falk dropping back. Pressured. Lets it go. Goes down the field looking for Sangren. Just ran out of bounds that time. And, yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. You hear some of the ICC fans right there with you, Brad, wanting pass interference. But I think the official kind of saying they both giving each other the business there.
Man, he's got water in his eye.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 now. 10:03 to go until halftime. East Mississippi, the #1 team in the country, 17, ICC 3. Falk will get the snap. Pressure up the middle, and Falk is going to be hit and dropped with another sonic sack. Well, that was good pressure there, the kind of a stunt and a little delay, as that was Jeremy Mack Jr., the defensive back out of Clinton, coming in and making the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a long way to go here for ICC. Let's go ahead and call it a 3rd down and 14 situation here.
You're right, Adam. 3rd and 14. The score is 17-3. East Mississippi's up. 9:30 left until halftime. We got a 3rd and 14 in our own 48-yard line. Brad, if we can pick up 10 or 11 here, you might think about going for it here.
So Falk will be your quarterback. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. And you've got Brooks in the backfield. Brooks gets him a block. Now Falk's going to have to scramble. Nothing doing there. And he's going to be hit and dropped. And that was one thing that Sean talked about in his pregame show. When they drop back in that 5 or 6 DBs, 6 against your 4, the odds just aren't in your favor. And that was another one of those cases there.
No, it's hard to find an open man when they drop back in a defensive coverage like that. You can at times. Again, of course, it depends on the routes and the offensive play calling, and the defensive play calling. Great job there by East on their end. Dillon did a great job, too, of not taking the sack way back there.
And we've got movement by the Indians, so this one will be a do-over, and that's a good thing because the punt was shanked and actually came off the head of one of the coaches on the sideline. Hopefully he's okay, as that one kind of hit him on the side of the head. So now it'll be a 3rd down and 19 situation. So a redo here on this Little Caesars punt for Nixon. So a chance to redeem yourself if you're Nixon in this situation. Return man for East Mississippi standing about the 31-yard line. Awaiting the snap. It's a good one. Pressure brought. Nixon able to get this one away, angled towards the sideline. It's going to be hit at the 30 and go out of bounds about the 25. And they're actually going to say no at the 26. And so that's where East will have it, 1st and 10.
You know, Brad, we didn't get what we wanted, but we did get 2 or 3 first downs, controlled the ball a little bit there, gave our defense some rest. They need to come out and make here, stop here, and get the ball back for offense.
Yeah, and again, you're right, and that's a good way to be positive, Polly, and I agree with you, because that is a good way of looking at it, because we didn't just run a 3 and out. We were able to keep the ball and keep the defense over here on the sidelines. Again, big plays here for the defense to try to get them stop here.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 here. And it's going to be a give to the lone running back in the backfield. First time we've seen number 24, or excuse me, 2nd time we've seen Spivey carry the ball tonight for the Lions.
Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9 for East Mississippi.
End of the first quarter, East Union 6. Ball 1-0. It was a pick 6 by East Union. The difference in the ball game there. So coming up on 8 minutes here in Fulton. Quick pass out, and it's going to be reeled in. ICC reads it well, but still able to get up the field and bring up a 3rd and 1 situation after that reception by Robinson.
Their receivers do an excellent job of blocking on the edge for those pass plays like that, those short plays, and it enables the slot receiver to able to get out to the outside. So they do an excellent job of blocking.
So 3rd down and 1 is the situation. Jones staying your quarterback. He's going to keep it. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield.
Big play right there, Mr. Ingram. That was a great job by the ICC defense. Now you forced them to a 4th down on the East Mississippi side of the field here. I would fully expect, again, a punt because you're looking at 4th and 3.
Good job by our defense. They had 3rd and 1. We put a little blitz on. Our linebackers got there and stopped them for a 2-yard loss.
So they will trot the punt team on the field here. A little late decision making there by East Mississippi. A Little Caesars punt coming up here. Has to be Peyton Rogers to kick this one away. Back to receive for ICC is Shamar Sangren. High spiraling kick. What a booming kick there, as Sangren is going to be wrapped up and is going to be dropped after a return of about 2 on the kick. Great coverage once again, but what a heck of a punt. And again, had the wind behind him a little bit, so that one helped it kind of sail in the air, but still Peyton Rogers getting the job done tonight for the Lions.
No, I was just going to say it was a heck of a job just to receive that and not fumble it due to the punt. It was a great punt, but we're trying to receive it. The rain has started coming back down again with the rain coming in our face and the wind. Great job of preventing that from being a turnover and just receiving the ball.
1st down and 10 here for the Indians. This 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford. Falk trying to set up the screen pass, finds it to Wilson. Wilson breaks through a couple of tackles, gets out to the 40, and a positive pickup there for Wilson.
Yeah, good blocking on the inside, set the screen up nicely. Some good blocking on the inside there, enabled us to get the 1st down.
Good for another Davis Ford 1st down there. Gets the ball out to the 41-yard line. Indians with it. 6:21 to go here until halftime. ICC trailing 17-3 to East Mississippi. Falk gets the pass, looks one way, now gets it over to Sangren. Sangren trying to weave his way through traffic, and it's going to be knocked down just shy of the 50-yard line.
And he was able to do there, Mr. Ingram, what you talked about a while ago, and that's what he likes to do is kind of bob and weave. Able to do that right there and pick up a substantial gain because East had some defenders there, the defensive backs and safeties coming in to try to make the tackle, and he made a miss.
He sure did. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for the Indians. We're down 17-3 in the 2nd quarter. East Mississippi 17, ICC 3.
And the rain intensifying here in East Mississippi, all in the backfield there as the handoff to Watts. And that's going to knock them back to the 45-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. Big time stop there for East Mississippi. Now brings up a 3rd down and 6 situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, really hard to want to you drop back and throw in this condition. Those of you who aren't here, you can't see it. Like I said, the rain has started coming back down very nicely here, kind of going sideways. Indians are going into the rain and the wind. It's kind of hard to dial up a long pass right here.
8 seconds on the play clock. ICC's got to hurry here. Now make it 5. Falk gets the snap with 2 seconds to spare. Drops back, nowhere to throw to. Now he's going to load up, go over the middle of the field. Jump ball intercepted by East Mississippi. Trying to get some blockers in front of him. Nothing doing in East.
Flag down back there where Dylan was.
And so there is a flag down, so hold everything. One of those, I think.
Yep. Well, gift.
Ooh, we will take it, as that was a late hit on the quarterback.
And that was a throw Dylan shouldn't have made.
No.
I mean, just plain and simple, you're here in the last game of the season. That's just one of those throws you don't make right there. We got lucky.
We did, and we'll take the penalty. We need it. We get the ball back. It's 15 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians, and they're going to mark the ball all the way down to the 40-yard line, I believe, of the Lions.
So a big-time play there. Just one of those situations, if you're East Mississippi, you use that as a coaching situation, saying you got to be more disciplined than to do that in that situation there. So ICC with a fresh set of downs here, a 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford. 4:45 to go here until halftime. 17-3 East Mississippi with the lead over your Indians here in Fulton. Falk, your quarterback, 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Brooks is in the running back to his right. And it's going to be a handoff to Brooks. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, was able to muscle his way forward, and they're going to say no gain on the play there for Brooks. 2nd down and 10.
By number 32, Jamal Brooks, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10, ICC.
Well, I understand the play call. You got 4.5 minutes left before halftime. Again, you want to control the ball. Hopefully, in a perfect world, you're scoring with, maybe 10 seconds left on the clock if at most. That's a perfect world, though.
That's right. I just want to score here. We're down 17-3. As Brad mentioned, 4:10 left in the second quarter. East Mississippi 17, ICC 3.
Falk with 2 receivers on both sides of the football, and we've got a false start on the Indians, I believe.
False start. 17 on the
And that is going to be the situation there. One of the wide receivers trying to get an early jump there for ICC. So back them up. It'll be a second down and 15 with an even 4 minutes to go here until halftime. Well, we won't have the ICC All-American Band at halftime, but what we'll have is Meet the Indians, a basketball version of that we had earlier this week. So you want to be sure and stay tuned for that part of the Little Caesars halftime show here in Fulton. Second down and 15. Ball is at the 45. Falk dropping back to pass. Now he's trying to avoid some of the pressure, and he's going to be hit and dropped, and that's going to be another loss on the play. Great pursuit on the part of the Lions, forcing ICC to go the wrong direction right now.
Yeah, it was a great open field tackle on that right side there by Williams. It was basically him against Falk at that point, and had he not made that open field tackle, I'm not saying Dillon would have got the first down, but he would have gotten a substantial gain.
So it'll be a third down and let's call it 17 situation now here for ICC. Possession down here as they trail 17-3 to the number 1 team in the country, East Mississippi. Falk, your quarterback. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Dropping back, pressure all around. Falk being forced out of the pocket. Now he's going to be hit and dropped, and he's going to gain about 3 on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 14.
Yeah, definitely punting situation here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. So you're playing the field position battle. Obviously, got to keep in mind Indians are getting the ball to start the third quarter.
Kind of a bad spot there. The ball where Falk landed was at the 44. They mark it back at the 45. So now it's going to be a 4th and 15. Little Caesars punt here. Nixon snap much better this time. Kicks it away, angle towards the sideline, and it's going to be hit and roll and out of bounds right about the 15. Yes, that's where they'll mark it, and East Mississippi will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job there. Kept them out of the hands there. No chance of a return, which, again, is good on ICC's part. So East has to take it from their own 15-yard line now and see what they can do with the ball.
Jones coming out at quarterback. And I tell you what, guys, he's taken a couple of big hits in this first half. You kind of see him not limping out to the sideline, but one of those, whenever he ran out earlier, he was kind of jumping around. This time, a little worse for wear. Handoff in the backfield. Nice blocking to seal the edge there by East Mississippi. The Indians eventually get to it, and it's going to be a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Let's give them a credit of 3. Second down and 7.
Brad, good job. Our defensive line still hustling to the ball. 2 minutes left to halftime. 17-3 East Mississippi. Our defense still hustling. I like the effort.
So it'll be a second down. Let's call it 7 situation here. 1:45 to go until halftime. East Mississippi may be happy to take this 14-point lead into the half. We'll see what they elect to do. They are going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Now Jones, who can run, breaks free, gets across and slides down to the turf. And that's going to be good for another Davis Ford first down for East Mississippi.
Brad, another key here. They only have 1 timeout left in this half.
And he just spiked the ball right there. So you're right. He clocked it right there. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now, but that gives them time to put a play in.
Well, smart decision there. Come up, don't burn that timeout, just in case you do get in field goal range. You can take that opportunity. So they do take advantage of killing the football on the spike. That is officially an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for East Mississippi. Jones dropping back, pressure, and it's in and out of the hands of the wide receiver there. Great pressure put on. I believe that was number 26, Thompson, coming in and applying the pressure, causing that pass to go a little high.
Yeah, great job. Got a 3rd down and 10 here. 1 minute 16 seconds left here in the half. So big play here by Etowah. If you can hold them on third down, you got to think that East is going to punt.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 10. 1:16 to play here until halftime. Jones, your quarterback, and they're going to keep it on the ground this time. ICC hits him, stacks him up, and is going to drive him backwards. And a big play there defensively by the Indians. And ICC is going to burn a timeout now.
As they should. I agree with that. Mr. Ingham and I were, I think we called it for them up here.
We did.
But you got 1 minute and 8 seconds left now. That leaves Etowah with 2 timeouts in the half. So East is going to be punting with the wind here, so keep that in mind. More than likely, we assume they are. We don't have the 2 teams out on the field yet due to the timeout. But so they will have the wind with them here, Mr. Ingram, on the punt.
Well, you figure ICC is going to be all out on the block here. You've seen them block 2 against Holmes and return both of those for touchdowns. As East Mississippi now breaks the huddle across the way. 1:08 to play here. Clock is stopped. It is a 4th down, and let's call it a long 9 to go here. And it is a punting situation. Little Caesars punt coming up here. Snap's a good one. No pressure from the Indians. Kick is away towards the side. It's going to hit, bounce up, and take a roll down near the 25-yard line. So another good punt there. As that was Rogers continued to play a factor in this game here. Another nice punt by Rogers.
Yeah, you got 57 seconds here to get in field goal position, Mr. Ingram.
Might as well air it out. We're down 17-3. Played a pretty solid first half. Love to get some points here before halftime. We got 2 timeouts. Let's use them. Let's try to move the ball down the field.
So Falk will trot back on the field here as quarterback. The ICC is going to send 2 receivers here on the near side. That's the combination of Howard and Sangren. Watts checking into the game as well. You've got Wilson at running back, and I believe that's Buchanan also in at wide receiver for ICC. They're going to go the short route and just short-armed at that time, and probably not a bad thing, because if Wilson would have catched that one, they had a guy closing in on his hip pocket, and that could have got bad.
Did not hurt us, Adam. Like you said, that stopped the clock. We've still got 2 timeouts left. Hopefully we can use them, move the ball down the field.
So 2nd down and 10 now is the situation. 17-3, East Mississippi leading ICC here in the 2nd quarter. Falk with 2 receivers here on the near side. Instead, it's going to be a give to Wilson. Wilson's going to try to fight his way forward. Looks to be a gain of about 3 on the play, so to bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation. Looks like ICC, with that run, guys, you think they may just, well, they got time for one more. Well, they have to snap the ball at least one more time.
Well, they did strike big on that first one, and they may have been planning to strike big and then see what happened there. Now the Indians, knowing they're going into the wind, may be saying, okay, we're comfortable going into this at halftime with down 14 points, knowing that they've got an opportunity because we're getting the ball
again.
The
ball back.
That's right. When we come back out and can get back in this game.
3rd down and 7. Falk, your quarterback. Watts is in the backfield, and he's going to get the football. He had a big 54-yard run there, but has tripped up his line of scrimmage. East Mississippi is going to take a timeout now and force ICC to punt this one away with 3.8 seconds to play.
Yeah, they're going to see if they can do something with it, knowing, again, that we're punting into the wind. I don't blame the play call over there on their end as far as calling the timeout.
We've got an injury on the field here for the Indians. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jamal Brooks that was shaking up on the play there for the Indians. Able to walk off on his own power with a little bit of help over there, so hopefully he'll be okay and able to return in the game a little bit later tonight. They did add 3 more seconds to the clock, so 6 seconds left in this one. 17-3, ICC trailing East Mississippi. As it's going to be a 4th down and 3-4 situation. As it'll be another Little Caesars punt situation coming up here for the Indians.
Adam, you got to believe they're going to bring some pressure here with only 6 seconds left in the halftime.
Well, you got to have good coverage here if you're the Indians. You got to get the ball off is the main thing, but then you got to have good punt coverage.
So waiting the snap here on this Little Caesars punt, and we've got movement on the Indians. And that's not a bad thing because it was another punt that was kind of just shanked off the foot, and they're going to back up the Indians. And so it'll be a 4th down and 8 situation. Guys, part of me thought ICC might roll the dice there with only 6 seconds to play.
3 seconds. Play clock is 6 seconds. 6 seconds.
But instead, they went ahead and went with the snap.
You're getting kind of risky right there, Adam. I'll tell you what. Wow.
Last game of the year, can't hold nothing.
Man, I like that coaching call right there.
So redo it here. Little Caesars punt. Nixon gets a high snap and then bobbles it for a second. Now he's going to run.
Clock's running out.
Flag is down.
Yeah, but you're not going in. Got probably a hold back there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brad. Looks like that's going to be a hold, and that's exactly what it's going to be. And so we'll let the officials sort this one and back up ICC and do it again.
It's difficult conditions. You got a slick football. You got the wind. Not saying anything about our personnel out there, but as I mentioned several times, we lost our long snapper in the first game of the season.
Correct.
We're trying to fill that void. Just difficult situation.
So the officials talking to Coach Stevens across the way.
Holding on the punt team. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
So what was a 4th down and 3 now turns into a 4th down and 18 after back-to-back penalties here on the Indians. And now if you're East Mississippi, you most definitely try to bring some pressure in this situation. Should put 6 seconds on the clock.
If you're East, you're bringing 10.
They need to change the clock.
Well, no, actually, this is
just
a dead
free
play. Yeah,
dead play.
That's right.
I got
dead
you.
Play free.
Okay, free play.
Bring 10.
So waiting this Little Caesars punt here. Now it's a low snap. Nixon gets it, punts it away, and it's going to hit and roll out of bounds, and that will do it.
That's a great job right there, to be honest with you.
For the first half of play. 17-3, East Mississippi takes the lead into halftime. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with the Little Caesars halftime report, talk a little bit of the first half and more here on the ICC Sports Network. Back with more right after this.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC trailing here 17-3 at halftime as we're recognizing some of the members of the ICC All-American Band. We'll also have our Little Caesars punt, pass, and kick contest here at halftime as well. And before we get to that, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the first half of play. ICC trailing at 17-3. The Indians came out, kind of stared the number one team in the country in the face and said, okay, let's go.
Yeah, I agree, Adam. And what they've done is they've come out with some enthusiasm tonight. The defense set the tone early, has played a great game ultimately overall because we've given up 17 points. Yes, we knew this was a potent offense coming in. As we've talked about during the game, we knew East Mississippi was going to score tonight. I mean, there was no doubt East Mississippi was going to score. So we're not going to keep them out of the end zone. What we've got to do is find a way to get ourselves in the end zone, and we can start that hopefully with some adjustments at half with the ball. We get the ball starting the third quarter, Mr. Ingram.
I agree, Brad. Great effort. We came out with some enthusiasm. Started out better than we did against Northwest. We mentioned Sean Cannon wanted some want-to out there, showed good effort. He got that tonight. We're still down 17-3. Got to find some offense in the third quarter, but I like the way our offense and defense is playing.
Yeah, very solid first half there for sure. ICC trailing 17-3 here at halftime. Unfortunately, the ICC All-American Band not able to perform tonight. Mother Nature, that's the only thing that can stop the ICC All-American Band is Mother Nature. And Mother Nature is undefeated in everything in life. So we do appreciate the members of the All-American Band, those sophomores that are being recognized right now. And, Brad, I know you sing the praises of them. Mr. Jim, I know you sing the praises of them as well. And Dr. Allen up here in the broadcast booth with us. That ICC All-American Band helps make every atmosphere so special, especially football here. And, guys, I'll let you guys kind of sing the praises of the band right now as well.
Yeah, Ryan Todd does an excellent job leading the band and all the band directors. You got Christy Colburn, Eric Simmons, just a bunch of folks that faculty and staff coming together to lead the All-American Band. And yes, guess what? They're still out there, okay? They're not playing their halftime show because they can't, because we don't have the full band out here tonight because we just couldn't. But we did what we could, and Ryan Todd was determined to get a band out here tonight to represent Etowamba on sophomore night and cheer on against this number one ranked team. Always does a fantastic job every year, Mr. Ingram.
You're right, Brad, and we talked about it before. We're proud of all our sophomores, talking about the band, the cheerleaders, the team doing an outstanding job. The grounds crew, great atmosphere here. Field looks wonderful, makes it very enjoyable for our fans to come play the game. It takes a complete effort by everybody here at ICC.
Well, and I'll give my kudos to it's time. It's that point in time in the season to do it. There are other folks, too, and we haven't done it because they didn't want people to think I was biased, but you got an Adam Gore and you got a Raphael Henry and you got Lee Adams, folks like that are here that also provide this game-type atmosphere for folks who can't come out to the game. An award-winning broadcast team. I'm not talking about myself, even though you called me fine at the beginning of the game. But I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the sports information department that we have here at Etowamba to put this together.
Oh, they do a great job, and they do all the sports here, so they're extremely busy. They do an outstanding job.
And Adam's buying us Little Caesars.
He owes us dinner now.
Well, we've got Maddox Hendricks from Fulton that is going to get the Little Caesars punt, pass, and kick here. And, well, the punt didn't go too well as he's sent that one sky high there, so he's going to have to load up and make up for it here on this throw. Of course, he's attempting a chance at a year's supply of Little Caesars pizza thanks to the Little Caesars right here in Fulton. And we're going to get to see how far he can chunk this one as he's going to step into it here.
Well,
loads up, and hey, that's not a bad throw.
No, and they challenged him because he's doing it all into the wind. At least they could have done is put him going
the other direction.
That's a good point.
And so now,
Little Caesars pizza.
Guys, I'm going to go ahead and say this. If he makes this 50-yard field goal
against the wind,
I've got the call in this. I'm going to give him 2 years.
There you go.
I'm going to tell you what we can probably do is find a uniform for him.
Yes. Sully will be calling him as well. So awaiting this 50-yard attempt here for Maddox Hendricks. Making sure he's getting lined up here.
He looks like he knows what he's doing.
As we said, into the wind is the situation. Awaiting the kick. It's going to be a low line drive and just A little shy there.
Well, and the right idea there, too, because you got to keep it low in the wind to get to try to get it up there. So great idea there, but he just knew his back was against the wall on that thing, but great job.
Well, your score here at halftime, 17-3, ICC trailing East Mississippi. I tell you what, guys, let's go ahead and go into our Meet the Indians basketball, part of your Little Caesars halftime show here in Fulton. Back with more right after this.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Davis Event Center on the campus of the beautiful Itawamba Community College. This afternoon is our ICC Meet the Indians. Who's excited to be here? All right, at this time we're going to send it over to the ICC All-American Band and our cheerleaders. And now presenting your 2021-2022 Itawamba Community College Lady Indians. From Aberdeen, Mississippi, number 3, Jemiah Huskin. From Pontotoc, Mississippi, number 4, Dee Dee Schiller. From Greenwood, Mississippi, number 5, Antoinette Reagan. From Brandon, Mississippi, number 10, Asia Bryant. From Olive Branch, Mississippi, number 11, Nadia Gillespie. From Rural Mississippi, number 12, Takira Nash. From Fulton, Mississippi, number 13, Janice Dye. From Hinesville, Georgia, number 14, Cleo Earl. From Yazoo City, Mississippi, number 15, Chloe Edwards. Number 20, from Ripley, Mississippi, Minnie Hatch. From Henry Flag, Mississippi, Hamilton, Tennessee, number 22, from Tupelo, Mississippi, number 23, Cece Carter. And from Memphis, Tennessee, number 25, Bristol Henderson. Our managers from Ripley, Mississippi, Janiah Edgston, and also from Pontotoc, Anaya Reed. From Oxford, Zakayla McIntosh, and from Hamilton, Tyra Veneer. Our head coach is Ms. Robin Boomer. Our assistant is Andre Adams. Our volunteer coach is Benjamin Ashton. All right, let's give it up for our 2021-22 Lady Indians. And now for the 2021-22 Indian basketball team from Chicago, Illinois, number 0, Cleveland Jr. From Fulton, Mississippi, number 1, Jamerson Martin. From Holcomb, Mississippi, number 3, Deshaun Berry. From Charleston, number 5, Brian Steed. From Chicago, Illinois, number 10, Tyron Mosley. From Starkville, number 11, Yvonne Pearson. From Bakersville, Mississippi, number 12, Hunter Stacy. From Potts Camp, number 14, Walter Hamilton. From Smithville, Mississippi, number 15, Kyrie Stanford. From Amory, number 20, Isaiah Thompson. From Pontotoc, number 21, Rock Robinson. From Toccoa, Georgia, number 22, Daniel Mayfield. And number 23 from Rolling Fork, Mississippi, Robshawn Gentry. Our managers, Zachary Clemens from Tupelo, Tanner William Branch, and Patrick Ray. Our head coach, Grant Pate, and our assistant coach, Eric Bozeman. Let's hear it tonight from your ICC basketball players and also our coaches and our managers. Let's give a hand for our Lady Indians and also our Indians this evening. All right, speaking on behalf of the men's basketball team, Fred Cleveland. Fred, if you'll come, we'll let you speak at this time.
First off, I want to say thank y'all for coming out, coming to support the guys, our Lady Indians. Hopefully y'all come out. We got our first game on November 1st. Wish us luck, y'all. We're going to Mississippi Delta. Then we coming home on November 4th. We know we're going to do what we got to do against Northeast. Leave it at that. I'll do it.
All right, thank you, Fred. How about from Holcomb, Mississippi, Deshaun Berry?
Hey, listen, this is going to be short and simple. Every home game, dump it out. For the girls and for the boys. Listen, we're going to turn up. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go.
How about it for our ICC Indians? All right, representing our Lady Indians from Fulton, Mississippi, Miss Janice Times.
So we need everybody here.
All right. How about it from Pontotoc, Mississippi, Dee Dee Shepherd?
What's good? What's good? What's good? When I
district. Ooh, because my coach said she wanted a ring, so I think we gonna do it. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all think we got it? 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 Who think we got it over here? You think we got it with it? Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. One more time. When I say roll, y'all say try. Roll. Roll. When I say roll, y'all say try. Roll. Yeah. That's for Dee Shepherd. And you think I can do that? Roll. Roll. That's it. See, I am mighty white for that. Hey, listen, we want to remind you of a couple of things. First of all, we want to remind you of the volleyball tonight, 6:30 here in the Davis Event Center against Northwest. 6. You come at 6:30, you're going to be late. 6 o'clock against Northwest. I want you to come and be a part of that first ever playoff game. But I'm going to tell you, I am excited about basketball this year. And so this afternoon, on behalf of ICC Athletics, we appreciate your attendance. We want you to return to the Davis Event Center Monday at 5:30. This Monday at 5:30, our Lady Indians will face the Mississippi Delta Lady Trojans. The Indians will be on the road at Mississippi Delta. Their first home game will be November 4th against Northeast Mississippi Community College. Let's once again hear it for our Indians. All right, All-American man, if you'll take us out this afternoon, we'll thank you for it.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars, the new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
And welcome back to the Little Caesars Halftime Report. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half. And for those watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com, or if you're listening on the radio, happen to be driving down the road in Fulton, you know the rain has started to fall even more now here at Eaton Field. But before we get started for the second half, we're going to hand it over to Will Simmons and let him tell us about some of those first half stats from Sonic.
Yeah, the rain may damper down, Adam, on this highly scoring game for East, not so much for ICC today. East with 144 yards total in the first half, which, looking at the score, isn't a lot. On the ground, they've got 18 carries for 31 yards. They had that one touchdown by Ethan Connor, a quarterback keeper. The main quarterback, Jamari Jones, is 9 for 14, 113 yards. He stole one interception. Peyton Ray got that one. He also threw that one touchdown to Perryman out of the backfield. Looking on the Itawamba side of the ball, they have 108 yards total. Dylan Falk, 7 for 11, 33 yards through the air. Rushing as a team, collectively 19 carries, 75 yards. Most of those coming from the big run, 54-yard run from Eric Watts. He has 4 carries total for 55.
And that wind continued to blow as you heard it shift there. As we're going to take one more timeout here from Little Caesars and come back with the second half right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars, the new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Raphael Henry showing you the rain coming down here in Fulton as Well, Mother Nature just ain't a friend of football tonight, as there's a lot of high school football action going on. ICC and East Mississippi getting ready to square off here. And, guys, Indians trail this one 17-3, but have not backed down from the number 1 team in the country.
Adam, you're right, and we get the ball here in the third quarter. We need to get some first downs, Brad. We talk about moving the ball down the field, not necessarily have to score, but show some enthusiasm, show some confidence. Sure, I'd like to score, but we definitely need to move the ball and get some first downs.
So this First American National Bank kick is going to be a short kick angled towards the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Well, we talked about Sandgren's family being here. They're from Wisconsin, and ICC fans sitting close to their loved ones getting bundled up. And, well, Sandgren's family from Wisconsin, they're loving this weather, guys. They're like, man, this is a warm front coming through other than the rain. So the ball will go to the 35-yard line where ICC will have it first down and 10. This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. If you're looking for your next vehicle, stop by 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton and experience the Davis Ford difference. It's going to be a give to Wilson in the backfield. He's hit at the line, able to squirt forward, gets out to about a 3-yard gain, so it should be a second down and 7 situation here for the Indians.
Tackled at the 38-yard line.
Good to see Brooks back on the field after being shaken up there late in the second quarter. He's going to sub out real quick, and in will come Eric Watt. So ICC will go with this 4-receiver set, 2 on each side of the football. Wilson remains the running back in the backfield. Falk is your quarterback. ICC moving right to left on your radio dial for those listening on Super Talk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. Falk had a little bit of a slow snap come to him. Now he's going to try to weave his way through traffic. Still going forward and picks up the first down and then some.
Yeah, a great run there by Dylan Falk. The snap was, like you said, a slow snap. He had to catch it one-handed. So the play had kind of already developed some. He saw a lane there, took it, ran with it, got the first down, Mr. Ingham.
Brad, great effort. We know that his ankle's still not 100%. Showed great effort there to get the first down.
So first down and 10 brought to you by Davis Ford. Quick out is to Howard. Howard had to kind of reel the ball in as he's able to get out towards midfield. And so it's going to be a second down and long 7, short 8 coming up here for the Indians.
Yeah, just a quick pass there out to Howard there. And, of course, a little quicker, I think, than he anticipated.
So the rain slacking up a little bit now. It's going to be a second down and 8. 17-3, East Mississippi leading ICC here in the third quarter. High snap, Falk gets it, looking to throw, plenty of time. Now he's going to have to tuck and run, and going to be hit and knocked back, a loss of 3 on the play. So it's going to be a third down and 11. For those that are looking for the Baldwin East Union game, Baldwin leading 7-6 at halftime. That one coming from our buddy David Jenkins, who told me today he hated the fact that Baldwin football couldn't be on the radio, but he didn't mind it because he calls the games from the sidelines. So he would have had to been out in the rain in the cold tonight. So appreciate David keeping us updated there. We want to wish the best of luck to the Bearcats this season. Third down and 11. ICC with it. Falk's going to have to hurry. Pressure coming. There's a holding call against the Indians. And I imagine you're probably going to see East Mississippi decline this one, even though it goes for a gain of 1.
Got a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th and 8, and Falk is down, y'all, right now. He got tagged hard there, Brad. We hope he's okay.
The injury, as expected, the flag is declined, but an injury timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. 12:38 to go here in the third quarter. ICC trailing 17-3. Back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see that Falk is up, walking, but being assisted to the sideline here. So ICC now is going to have to look to third-string quarterback. That's going to be Tylen Carter, as he's getting loose on the sidelines. But it will be a Little Caesars punt coming up here for the Indians. Rain and wind starting to pick up once again. Well, that's when you know it's fall. Or winter's coming, if you will, when temperatures drop. But not only does it drop, it brings some rain with it as well. So 4th and 11 is the situation here for the Indians. They trail 17-3. 12:38 to go here in the third quarter. High snap, but Nixon able to go get it. Punts this one away. Booming kick. It's going to be touched by East Mississippi, but they're able to pick it up at the 8 and eventually just runs out of bounds. One of those that the wind just carried that one a little bit further than the return man Patterson was expecting. Tried to adjust, and luckily for him, no Indian was around that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Yeah, great job of flipping the field. Of course, did have the wind at your back, but great job of flipping the field. Indians got to come out strong on defense here, and we've asked them to do that the whole game. And we're going to continue to lean on the ICC defense at this point so the offense can get the ball back.
No doubt about it, Brad. We'd love to see a little turnover here to get the ball deep in their territory also.
So 1st down and 10. Jones is your quarterback. Handoff in the backfield. The Indians eat them up, but still able to fight forward for a gain of maybe 1 on the play. And so it'll be a 2nd down and 9 situation coming up here for the Lions. They lead 17-3.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd down and 9, East Mississippi.
So East Mississippi not really rushing back to the line of scrimmage. They are going with a no-huddle set. Man in motion, that's where they want to go. Little bubble screen set up. ICC reads it well, and they're going to get out there, tackle him. Short gain there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long situation inside 11:50 to play here in the third quarter.
Brad, good pursuit. Good pursuit there by the entire defense, linebackers, defensive end. Stop them, 3rd down. I think it's going to be Adam about 3rd and 7 here. Possession down for East Mississippi.
So as Jim mentioned, possession down. Here it is, 3rd down and 7. Clock rolling, 11.5 to play. East Mississippi leading 17-3. Jones, your quarterback, awaiting the snap. It's a good one. Now looking to throw, goes over the slant. It's going to be picked off by the Indians.
Yeah, great job there. Jumping the route there. That was Steen there on the slant there and read it well, Mr. Ingram. Indians going to have good field position here at the 29, looks like.
Got to take advantage of this. We need to get some points here. Great job by our defense.
Big stop there. Looks like maybe a little bit of miscommunication on the route that time as the receiver was breaking long, went underneath, and a great interception, 2nd interception of the night for the Indians. That time, as you mentioned, it was Steen that stepped in front of that one. 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. This 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. And it's going to be Wilson on the carry. He's hit and dropped in the backfield, a loss of 1 on the play. As number 92, Deere, gets back there and makes the stop. He's another big boy, 6'2", 270 out of Macomb.
You know, and no excuses or anything, but, you know, now we're down to our 3rd-string quarterback. You got Tylen Carter out there. He has seen playing time this year, but I do imagine, Mr. Ingram, we got a different playbook for Tylen.
No doubt about it. We're going to look for some quarterback draws, quarterback runs around the end here because he runs the ball pretty well.
So 2nd down and 12. Carter pump fakes. Now loads up, going deep, looking for Sanger. Going to be a jump ball and going to be called incomplete. I got to say good coverage that time as it was number 21, McCullum, just basically took away that inside corner from Sangren. You got a matchup of one of the best defensive backs and one of the best receivers in the country. And just a well-put football, and unfortunately ICC couldn't reel that one in.
Yeah, good coverage. I mean, the shot downfield, I like that. Good to see it. Good to see Tylen getting rid of the ball and getting it downfield. So, again, put it to where it couldn't have been intercepted by East Mississippi, but just great coverage.
3rd down and 12 now. Clock is stopped at 10:36. Carter's going to keep it. Try to use a stiff arm, and it's going to be hit and dropped, and that's going to be a loss of 1 there. So it's going to be a 4th down and 13 situation. And as you said, guys, just one of those 3rd-string quarterback in the game, not faulting Carter in any sense, but typically you don't have that big of a playbook when you're that deep in the quarterback.
No, you typically don't. So that's, again, I knew, we'd run into those issues. You try to work them into the game as much as you can throughout the season to develop their playbook. He's just not into that situation.
Low snap. Nixon had to try to go up and get it. Now steps away from a man, and he is going to pay for that.
Yeah, he got up.
He gets up a little wobbly.
Woo! He got tattooed, guy. He got hit.
Well, I thought he was going to do like he did in the Mississippi Delta game and kind of olay a couple of guys and then punt it away. And he saw a little bit of green grass. And, Pat McAfee makes it famous. If you can get out there and you can run, you can make something happen at a punter. And then sometimes you get introduced to the game of football. But credit Nixon popped right back up and came to the sidelines.
We dodged about 2 or 3 guys, but the last guy got after him, made a good hit.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation here. East Mississippi dropping back, looking to throw over the middle. Pass is complete. Yes, it is. As it was a low-line drive that time. I'm with you, Brad. A little on that one as well.
It'd be good for a replay, but it was only thrown where the East Mississippi receiver could get it.
2nd down and 5 now here for the Lions. Quick out is going to be caught. Nice blocking downfield. Opens up a seam, and that's going to go for a 1st down. Guys, that's what makes good teams great, is the discipline of wide receivers like we just saw there by East Mississippi, blocking downfield and making that play work.
Yeah, and we've talked about it already this game. On the edge, those wide receivers, they're able to block and help out when those slot receivers or whoever catches the ball, or if they're turning the corner there, those wide receivers are blocking well.
Big reception there by Patterson. Moves the chains. Jones wanting to throw. Long side of the field is complete. Out near the 40-yard line, as that was number 13, reeling that one in there for East Mississippi. He's starting to click now offensively. We're kind of getting in a hurry here, finding their pace. That good for 4. 2nd down and 6.
I like the spot of the ball. I thought he had about 5 or 6 yards there. Take it on back.
So 2nd down and 6. Jones again runs that play that East Mississippi has made work their bread and butter tonight, just a little quick screen. And that one's going to be good for another 1st down as they get out near the 31-yard line.
Brad and Adam, y'all are right. The wide receivers for East Mississippi are so unselfish. They blocked extremely well downfield, made that play.
It's amazing how they can stay on their blocks. They get to our defensive backs, the secondary there. They stay on them. They just don't hit them once and get off. They stay on the blocks, enabling them to get the 1st down.
1st down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. Jones still your quarterback. Play action fake. Wants to go to the long side of field again, and it's going to be reeled in and caught. And it's almost like they're just running the same play, left, right. And that one good for another solid pickup there.
Pass complete, number 13, Joshua Aka.
And that one good for a gain of 5.
You're right, Adam. They're throwing these short passes, having their wide receivers blocking, extending the play. Good drive by East Mississippi. 17-3, East Mississippi up with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
So 2nd down and 5. Jones with it. This time it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Big gap there, trying to get to the outside. Now cuts it back inside, and it's going to be still going and nearly a touchdown as he's brought down to the 1. He did fumble the football, but it went out of bounds. They're actually going to say he stepped out near the 4. Well, kind of just lulled the Indians to sleep that time with the pass left, pass right, pass left, pass right, and then pots them with a big run there. And so he did step out at the 4-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and goal situation inside 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. New quarterback in the game here is Connor. He's got 1 rushing touchdown on the night. He's going to keep it this time. He's going to be hit, stood up, and dropped. Corley Hooper coming in with a big hit there. And, boy, the officials called a quick injury timeout there. Let's take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of that injury timeout. 6:38 to go here. That was number 50, Griffin, to Tredarius Griffin, a offensive lineman out of MS Palmer. He's being helped to the sideline, but is able to put some weight on that leg that seems to be hurt there. And, guys, we've seen that a few times tonight. You don't want to see that this late in the season. You don't want to ever see it,
No.
But especially for a team like East Mississippi that still has playoffs on the line. Don't want to see anybody come away with some injuries tonight. So it's going to be a 2nd and goal now as the clock is rolling. Jones in at quarterback, dropping back, wanting to throw. Got pressure, avoids it. Now he's going to try to reverse field, throws to the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be caught and a touchdown.
Yeah, he was wide open in the corner back there waving. I could see him from here, and I can't see, and I still need to go to Cagle Eye Center. So I could even see him waving back there.
Give the quarterback credit. You know, he dodged 2 or 3 tacklers there. Adam found his man in the end zone. East Mississippi made a good play.
Yeah, that's all it was, and good job by the wide receiver to adjust to help out his quarterback there. So winning the extra point here is it's now 23-3 in favor of East Mississippi, as this is going to be Rogers on to attempt the extra point. Awaiting the snap is a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. East Mississippi 24, ICC 3, 6:23 to go until halftime. Let's take a break and hear from Davis Ford and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
And welcome back. That touchdown pass makes it a 24-3 advantage in favor of East Mississippi, getting ready for this First American National Bank kickoff from East Mississippi. 6:23 to go here in the third quarter of play. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, Dr. Brad Boggs, Will Simmons is here as well, Raphael Henry, Lee Adams is somewhere. And it's going to be another one of those short kicks. Fair catch called for, taken at the 30. And ICC will have it first down and 10. Well, guys, ICC needs to come out now and kind of string something together here as you start to see some East Mississippi players chirping at the sidelines. And good job by the referee to come over and tell them to get on his sideline. We don't need to have any of that this late in the game.
No, this is an answer situation. You know, you've got to answer here with it 24-3, 6 minutes, 23 seconds left, and we're going. Of course, the wind's kind of dies, but it does blow. But we're going with the wind.
Carter, your quarterback here for the Indians. First down and 10. Gets the snap. He's going to try to throw the quick out pass, and it's incomplete. Maybe just tried to muster that one a little bit too much as it goes to the turf. Second down and 10.
You know, you ask a lot of a young gentleman, Mr. Ingram, to come in. We know Tylen has seen some action, but to come in and now he's got to face the number one team. I mean, there's going to be jitters. Again, the playbook is smaller. It's a difficult situation.
It is, and we're also down 24-3. So they're going to ask him to throw the ball more than usually he does. He's a really good runner. We'll see how he can throw the ball tonight.
This time looked like a missed handoff, and He's going to be hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 situation now for ICC as the rain. I mean, it hasn't stopped tonight, but it's starting to pick up a little bit more here. 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. East Mississippi 24, ICC 3.
Brad, you got to open up the playbook. We're down 24-3, 3rd period. Let them throw the football.
You do. I mean, you don't have a choice at this point. I mean, you can mix in some runs, but you do have to open up the playbook and throw the football.
Carter dropping back. He's got pressure. He's going to have to hurry. Tries to retreat to the far side of the field. Throws it forward. It's going to go incomplete. Yeah, boy, if that could have been somehow completed with him being tackled to the ground, Watts had a whole lot of room to run behind him, but unfortunately couldn't do so. And so to bring up a punting situation here, once again, a Little Caesars punt coming from Nixon.
Well, another thing you got to consider with Tylen, too, we talk about not making excuses. But if for some reason Tylen were to go down, we got to get Adam Gore down there warming up.
That's right.
Because we don't have another quarterback on the roster. Dr. Allen may even be down there warming up. So, again, we can't get Tylen. You got to consider that in your play calling, too.
Nixon gets a good punt, spiraling kick. And it's going to be taken at the 31 by East Mississippi. Now tries to get to the outside, avoids a tackle. Goes down the sidelines, got a blocker in front of him. And that's going to be, a big-time play there. And look who got the big-time hit after being lit up earlier. That was Nixon coming in and laying some wood on that hit.
Let's say this. What a great punt return. But Nixon was being blocked. He could have just let him go in and scored, knocked him out at the 1 yard line. Great effort by the punter.
He's doing a good job. Again, putting forth a lot of effort there. Like you say, he could have let him go in. It was down to that point, basically inside the 10. Still being blocked, but he was still determined to try to tackle the guy and get him down before he scored.
Well, officially marked the ball at the 2 yard line. Heck of an effort there, like you said, Mr. Jim. Could have easily just watched that one into the end zone, especially after taking the big lick like he did earlier. Comes in there and lays a little wood of his own. So it's going to be 1st down and goal here for East Mississippi. Ball is going to be at the 2 yard line. 5:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Jones, your quarterback. Gets the snap, hands it off in the backfield, trying to stumble forward, and he's going to be stopped at the 1, so it'll be a 2nd down and goal situation now.
Hand up to number 28, Amarion Howard.
Yeah, that kind of lining up quick, but that was just good push by the offensive line. Again, I expect to see something similar.
And this time it's going to be a keeper by Jones, and the Indians not letting him in there.
Good job by the defense.
You talk about that good job by the defense. If ICC can somehow keep him out of the end zone here, that makes Nixon's play even bigger.
You're right, Adam. And what a great effort by our defense. We're down 24-3. We know that 3rd period against the #1 team in the nation, but they are playing hard here with the ball on our 2 yard line. Great effort by our defense so far.
They actually knock him back for a loss of 1 on the play, so now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. 4:23 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Jones in the shotgun. Going to be a jump ball situation here.
Excellent defense right there.
And deflected away that time by C.J. Johnson. And I tell you what, C.J. Johnson has grown to be one of our better DBs throughout this season.
Yeah, excellent job right there. Great coverage. It was textbook coverage, and you look up right there at the last minute, and you're with him man-to-man there, and you swat the ball down. Great coverage.
Good job. And forcing a field goal. Give Bryce Nixon credit again, the punter, saving some points here.
So Rogers will be on to attempt this 20-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, as we said, great job there by Nixon to give the extra effort, not give up on the play. ICC defense bends but doesn't break. Holds them to a field goal after having it 1st and goal from the 2 yard line. Hey, guys, that's what you want to see. You just want to see a sense of pride.
Right, effort.
Don't just throw this towel in just yet. And the defense did it just there.
And they haven't. That's what we've seen tonight. a great total effort by Etowamba. You know, I mean, we can all sit over here and make excuses all night. We really can. You don't want to do that, but I mean, in all honesty, we've had a lot of injuries this year.
We have.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries. We got 2 or 3 starting offensive linemen not playing tonight. We got our 13 quarterback playing. The offense is limited tonight. We know that. Plus, we're playing a great defense. Yeah. So our defense has stepped up and played well.
I mean, we had 2 guys that got hurt the first game of the season and have not been back since.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And on the first few plays of the season as well.
Exactly. So, you know, again, but you're still seeing the energy, the drive, and the emotion down there that they're not giving up, and I like that.
So awaiting this First American National Bank kickoff here once again from the Lions. They're going to go with a short kick, and it's going to be a fair catch and taken.
You can't run it after you call for a fair catch.
I'll tell you that. The referee was extremely nice to us there. Could have thrown a delay of game penalty flag. Real quick, we've got a update here from Baldwin, 13-6, 4:30 left in the third quarter. Baldwin with the lead over East Union. If those that were tuning in to catch Baldwin football tonight on Super Talk, we appreciate you guys sticking around for this one here. So it's going to be a first down and 10 here for the Indians. The ball is going to be at the 35-yard line. Carter still your quarterback. He's going to elect to run here. He's going to be hit and still going forward. And a little pushing and shoving going on after the play. The same guy that was kind of toning ICC sideline a while ago, getting a little extra effort going on after that one. So quarterback keeper. And that's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. So it'll bring up a second down and 7 here for ICC. Indians with 2 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 here on the near side. Running back in the backfield with Carter. And it's going to be a quick pass, and East Mississippi right in the backfield, just pinning their ears back and getting after Carter there. Nice play on the part of Jeremy Mack Jr. to force that quick throw and fall incomplete, and now brings up a third down and 7.
And Mother Nature's joined us again.
It is. Come down hard again.
Just been a off and on event all night, and so wind blowing again right to left here on your radio dial. You know, I've always wanted to say that, and I'm just glad I worked that in. I hear people saying that all the time when you're talking about right to left, left to right on your radio dial. People aren't watching the radio. Why do you say that, Adam?
Just when you're driving, you let them know which way they're moving. As this pass over the middle is deflected and in and out of the hands of the defensive back for East Mississippi, and Larry is going to be a little upset with himself when he goes back and watches the game film on that one, as that one could have been an easy interception, a big-time break there for the Indians, as now it's going to be a 4th down and 7 situation. You know what's good on a night like this, when you got the rain, kind of a cool temperature, a nice plate of warm lasagna.
Here we go, lasagna. That's going to come in tonight.
That and one of those Little Caesars pizzas.
Yes. Nice kick here. And it's going to be dropped, and East Mississippi's going to pick it up at the 20, and ICC, that's where they drop him, and that's going to be number 44 for the Indians. Quinn Bennett, a Fulton native, coming in there and making the play.
Yeah, and 2, if you had a Little Caesars pizza, you dip it in the lasagna.
What if Little Caesars started making lasagna? They got the calzone. So it only makes sense to bring in Little Caesars. I'd be all for it.
I'm telling you now.
Brad, you know what? We may have just come up with our first $1 million idea.
Well, we can copyright that.
That's true. There you go. Hot and ready. Oh, I like it. Dr. Allen coming in with our first $2 million idea. A hot and ready lasagna store. Handoff to East Mississippi. Rumbling forward. A great pickup there.
Handoff to number 34.
As it's going to be a second down, and let's call this a 5 situation. We do have a football game going on.
With rain.
Plenty of rain, as East is going to keep it on the ground again here, and that's going to be Perryman on the carry. That dude is good, guys. As he just knocked off one of the top tacklers in the country in Corley Hooper. It was still rumbling forward, and hold on now.
And see, there's no point in him doing that.
Okay, so but you did see what he did. After he did it, he kind of turned back quickly, apologized when he ran back on the field, kind of popped one of our guys on the back of the head, and So I'll give him credit there. I will say no room for that, but he did recognize. I think he kind of got amped up in the moment.
Well, and I do agree with you. When you make that kind of play on Corley Hooper, he's just an athlete.
Now dropping back to pass, and it's going to be complete. Good job holding on to that one, and it should bring up a 2nd down and 9 situation here.
Great tackle right there, great coverage, timed it out perfect there. So I think that was Steen again, if I'm not mistaken. So excellent job right there from the defensive back position.
2:15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. East Mississippi leading ICC 27-3. Handoff is going to be the running back in the backfield, runs into his own man, stumbles forward. Needed 1, got 2, and that'll be another Davis Ford 1st down. So the ball is going to be marked at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Lions.
And East Mississippi now starting to be a little bit more methodical with their play calling from the sideline. Jones still in at quarterback, 3 receivers on the far side. Now switching his running back from his left to his right.
They moved. Good job.
Movement over there. That's kind of what happens every once in a while when you've got an offense that likes to go fast-paced, hurry up. And when you slow things down, guys tend to get a little antsy. And got that early jump there, so mark them back 5 yards. So it'll be a 1st down and 15 situation here. Clock is rolling. 1.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. You hear the wind picking up. The rain actually starting to blow into the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. As this passes out, Ray came in and broke it up that time. Pass incomplete with 1:20 to go here. By the way, if you want to find out how you can help support Itawamba Community College, visit iccms.edu/foundation. That's iccms.edu/foundation. Or if you went to ICC, would like to join the Alumni Association, again, iccms.edu/alumni. That's iccms.edu/alumni. 2nd down and 15 now. Handoff in the backfield. And rolling forward that time, as I believe that was number 28 on the carry, Howard. And he's going to get that penalty yardage back and then some. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 situation.
Yeah, great job by DeMontre Bell there. There was a great tackle, met him there. Knew he had a head of steam coming right at him, but made the tackle, held on. Again, good job by our linebacking core.
Brad, possession down here, big play here, 3rd and 7 for East Mississippi.
Jones with 3 receivers on the far side. That's where he's looking. Pressure up the middle. Now he's going to tuck and run. He's going to cut away from it. Now gets across the 30, and he's going to be drugged down near the 15-yard line. Thought about sliding, saw that he had a blocker downfield, elected not to, and then was able to pick up the 1st down and a chunk there as he gets the ball down to the 17-yard line.
Well, it was an excellent pickup on his end because the Indians brought the pressure on 3rd down. Not saying that they shouldn't, but the pressure was coming from the outside. He picked it up from the inside, the pressure, and was able to scamper around out there and get well more than a 1st down.
Good timeout here, I think, Adam. Great timeout because our defense is a little bit tired. Try to regroup here and keep them out of the end zone.
And that's one thing I was about to say there is something that really goes unsung about Jones. He can throw the football around the yard all day. He came into this game throwing for over 1,700 yards, but he was the 2nd leading rusher on this team for East Mississippi. So when you've got a quarterback that, one, you've got to really respect the pass, but when he can run like that, it just makes him even more dangerous.
No doubt about it. And he's showing his skill, as you mentioned, running the football right here. 3rd period's about over. Brad, we need to make good defense here. We're down 27-3 with 30 seconds left in the 3rd period.
Yeah, dual threat quarterback. Of course, that's what a lot of teams are using now. That's what they're looking for. You want a quarterback who can drop back and throw or make the short passes when you have the spread offense, but who can also tuck and run where you can do the RPO, whatever. So, again, I agree with you, Adam. Great quarterback there that East Mississippi has with Jones.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Lions. Jones dropping back, looking to throw, pressure coming, and it's going to be tipped and, in and out of the hands of ICC, and it's number 8. And guys, I think that time Jordan was thinking 6 before he caught the football because there was a lot of green grass in front of him there. Real quick, a scoreboard update for those that are watching, keeping up with Baldwin and East Union. It's now 13-13 with 24 seconds to go in the third quarter, thanks to David Jenkins keeping us updated there. Pass out to the side on this 2nd down and 10, gets the first down and is going to try to dive for the touchdown, doesn't get it. So it'll be a 1st and goal situation here for East Mississippi with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter, and now the clock rolling.
First down and goal.
Imagine East Mississippi will more than likely let the clock roll out on this one and take it to the fourth quarter. That's what they're going to do. We're going to take a timeout here from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. It's going to be a 1st down and goal situation here for East Mississippi. They lead 27-3 as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. Jones still in at quarterback. It's going to be a handoff in the backfield, and he's going to be hit and dropped. Nice play there defensively, as that was number 37 for ICC, Moore on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 37.
Yeah, we really had some good defense too, Mr. Ingram, when East Mississippi was inside the 5 tonight.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and goal situation to give again and right up the middle. And he's going to be able to power his way into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown there for East Mississippi with 14:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. East Mississippi starting to stretch this one out late, guys.
Yeah, of course, they're keeping it on the ground. It's a sloppy game as far as weather-wise, and I know one thing Coach Stevens is thinking over there, too. The worst thing he wants to do is get anybody injured on his side. So, it's just weather-wise, it's not turning out to be the best night.
So awaiting this extra point here for the Lions. The snap's a good one. The kick is up, and the kick is good. East Mississippi 34, ICC 3. We'll take a break and hear from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part, that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after that 2-yard touchdown run by East Mississippi. ICC trailing the number 1 team in the country 34-3. As we said, East Mississippi kind of putting this one to bed late in the contest. When you look at the box score tomorrow, it's not really going to reflect the outcome of this game or how the game was played up till this point, because you said ICC injury played coming into this game, but fighting to the bitter end.
They have, Adam, and our defense has been very gallant all night, playing very hard, playing very well, just running out a little steam here, and we're playing the number 1 team in the nation.
So this First American National Bank kick is going to be back and into the end zone. So ICC will have it for a Davis Ford 1st down and 10. And Carter coming back onto the field here for ICC at quarterback. As we said, 3rd string quarterback in the game tonight. Falk was injured He came into the game, honestly, injured guy, trying to kind of guts his way through his possible last game in a collegiate football game here tonight. As now it's going to be Carter coming out with two receivers on both sides of the football. Wilson in the backfield with him. 14:32 to go here. First down and 10 being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. Carter gets the snap, looking to throw. He's got a man wide open to Howard. Reels it in, and a big-time gain there for Howard.
Well, and what you got to look to here, Mr. Ingram, too, excuse me, in my opinion, yes, Etowamba seasons will probably end tonight. Tylen Carter's getting some great experience he can take into next year.
No, and he's not known as a passer. That's got to give him confidence making that pass there for like a 35-yard gain. Great job by Tylen Carter.
Well, East Mississippi didn't like that pass being give up there as they called the timeout on the sideline. They animated Buddy Stevens over there getting in the ears of his defense. And that's what you expect as a football coach. If you want your team, if you want to be one of the top teams in the country, you play from opening bell to final bell there. So he's going to remind them this game ain't over with yet. As we do want to remind you, no rest for the weary here in the ICC Sports Information Department. We've got soccer going on, but basketball fires up on Monday as the Lady Indians will host Mississippi Delta at 5:30. If you can't make it out to Fulton, we invite you to watch here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Red Channel. Volleyball, they'll be in action on Saturday at Pearl River. If they win, they'll advance on to Florida in the Gulf District Tournament. Soccer, they'll be in action next Tuesday. Lady Indians will be on the road at Pearl River. ICC men's soccer teams got that bye into the semifinals that's hosted down at Ridgeland. So a lot of great action going on. Another successful start to the sports season as we continue to roll on here at ICC. Once again, invite you to visit Let'sGoICC.com to keep up with all things ICC athletics. Carter is going to keep it this time. Now throws it out. Howard reels this one in, and he steps out of bounds. And so a nice play there, a little wrinkle to the offense as that one goes good for a gain of 2.
Yeah, you mentioned it. We're proud, Etowamba Athletics, men's and women's soccer, as well as women's volleyball, again, advancing to postseason play. So able to do that again this year, and men's and women's basketball starting up. So looking forward to some exciting stuff coming up, Adam.
So second down, and let's call it 7. Quick pass, and ICC dodged a major bullet there as that one was in and out of the hands of the linebacker that time. And it'll be a third down and 7 now. Hey, real quick before we let you guys kind of drift off into the evening, I want to remind you that Samstown Market's got a sale going on over the weekend. And if you're hungry, and this is making me hungry thinking about it, ribeyes, they're on sale, $11.99 per pound. Whole loins for $10.99 a pound. New York strips, Dr. Allen, you're going to like this, $7.99 a pound there. Boneless pork loins, $1.99 a pound. Boston butts, $1.49 a pound. As that pass complete, and the receiver slips down on there. So that's Samstown Market, one of the new sponsors here for ICC Athletics. They're located right there in the heart of Manatee. Go by and see Sam and all the great folks there at Samstown Market. That's just going to bring up a 4th down and 7 situation here. And another Little Caesars punt coming on.
You know, I went to Sam's, and I've tried some of the sausage that he's got down there, that smoked sausage. Now, he tried me on that maple, blueberry maple.
Good stuff.
I'm going to tell you what, now that's fantastic.
This Little Caesars punt's going to hit and roll down to the 10, make it the 9-yard line, and that's where East Mississippi will have it with a first down and 10.
But now, Adam, if you want me to tell you where my weakness is when I go to Sam's,
where's that?
It's those jalapeno poppers that he's got. I can buy 2 packages of those for myself only. My girls won't get a bite of them. So
that's only fair.
Yeah, I mean, those jalapeno poppers, if you had never tried them down there, you need to go get you probably about 3 or 4 packs of them.
Sam, he's our PA announcer. Miss Donna wants to know if they have any lasagna. He said, not yet, Miss Donna.
He'll get some.
He's working on it. So it's going to be a first down and 10. Ball is going to be at the 9-yard line here with 12:48 to go in the 4th quarter. East Mississippi leading 34-3 over ICC. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be carried forward for a gain of about 2 or maybe 3 on the play. That was number 18, Robinson, on the carry.
And Keaton Cager, our linebacker, one of the fine linebackers, made the tackle there, Brad.
Most definitely. We call his name out several times each week, and glad to hear his name again this week.
2nd down and 7 now here for East Mississippi. Jones still in at quarterback. This time it's going to be a handoff once again, and ICC's there. Guess who? Corley Hooper.
Oh, yeah. Tremendous linebacker, as we said. Had a great year. You know, the linebacking core, like you said, Mr. Ingram, is is a stout linebacking core that we've had this year. You know, obviously some of those are going to move on, and we will not have them again with us next year, but great group of guys.
No doubt. We played 7 or 8 this year, just rotating them in and out. They've all made big plays.
No gain on the play there to bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation. East Mississippi with it. Jones still your quarterback, dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Now retreats back. Just going to throw this one out of bounds, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 situation. Great job by the defense. That secondary not giving anything easy there.
You're right. Let's Brad, 34-3. We're behind. We're not going to come back and win this game, but the defense is still playing hard. Great effort by our defense.
Yeah, I mean, they're not giving up, and that's what you want your coaches to instill in your players is you don't ever give up. Yeah, it's 11 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, knowing that it's probably your final game, but, hey, these guys are still on there battling.
So Little Caesars punt coming up here. Low snap, able to get to it. Indians tried to put a little pressure, but a great job there by Rogers to get it off. And that punt's going to look like Jim Ingram's sandwich. Hits at the 47, rolls back to the 50. And ICC will have good field position here on a 1st down and 10 with 11:21 to go here in the contest. Jim, what are you? I know David Jenkins is a scratch handicap golfer.
Jim is not a golfer.
Oh, I thought you were usually good for a round of about 10 or under.
No, I don't believe so. I'm gonna let you handle that.
So that explains why you never take me up on trying
That's
to
right.
Be our ringer on our golf tournaments. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10. Ball is going to be at the 50-yard line. 11:21 to go in this one. East Mississippi leading ICC 34-3. Carter, your quarterback. Watts in motion. Rain starting to pick up again. Carter dropping back. Plenty of time to throw. Great coverage as Carter just running, trying to find anything, and eventually is going to be able to stumble forward for a gain of about 1 on the play. Guys, we heard Coach Cannon talk about how good this secondary is for East Mississippi, and that's just another example of it there.
Yeah, great coverage downfield. They've shown it all night, even in these poor weather conditions. The defensive back crew and the safeties for East Mississippi has been able to be step for step. You know, now we did have one long pass not long ago with Tylen Carter in that other series, but again, for the most part, they've kept it short.
Carter will get the snap. Pressure coming. Throws it out. This is going to be Sangren. Sangren looks up, sees nothing but white shirts in front of him, heads out of bounds, and a gain of maybe 1 on the play. Good job that time by East Mississippi, recognizing the play and adjusting quickly.
Well, and two, it's a mismatch in a sense. You hate to say that, but we've talked about how East wide receivers can block and hold the block. Our guys, our receivers right there, are trying to do what they can to hold the block out there, and they're just not able to.
Right.
And it's somewhat of a mismatch.
So it'll be a 3rd down. Let's call it 8 now for ICC. Carter getting the play from the sideline. 3 receivers on the far side of the ball. 1 here below us. And you've got Wilson in the backfield to the right of Carter. High snap. He's able to get it. Slings it over. In and out of the hands of the receiver, but intercepted by East Mississippi.
Yeah, that's just bad luck there, though. Tylen does not need to, go in thinking that one, anything bad about that one. And Sangren doesn't either.
Yeah.
Again, the weather conditions.
Right, a little bit behind, a little bit high. Went off his hands, tipped.
Yeah, some people will say if it hits you in the hands, you need to bring it in, but it was a tough catch to bring in, Mr. Ingram, too, especially in these weather conditions, slick ball. So, again, good educational moment for all. East Mississippi with the interception here. They're back on offense.
QB1 staying in the game here for East Mississippi. 10:08 to play. They lead by 31. He's going to tuck it and run this time, and It's going to be slung around, tackled, and the ground's going to cause the fumble, so he was down. Nice open field tackle there by number 15 for the Indians, Darian Hobbs.
Yeah, Hobbs has made a couple of big plays tonight. I think he was the one that had the big lick down here when East caught that pass down here in the first half.
So a gain of 2 on the play there for Jamari Jones. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Jones with the running back to his right. And he's going to look to throw. Pass is going to be short-armed, incomplete. As he was trying to throw the length of the field, looking for number 88 that time. That was Stacy Robinson. And short-armed, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 8 situation here. So Jones getting the play from the sideline. We do want to also thank the ICC Wesley Foundation for sponsoring tonight's game. If you're an ICC student, they meet Tuesday nights. They're located right across the street from the Davis Event Center there as well. Also the ICC BSU. Pressure coming. Jones steps up to avoid it. Now it's just going to throw this one away as it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a 4th and 8 situation now. Real quick scoreboard update. East Union is taking the lead over Baldwin 20-13. That's with 6:43 left in the contest, and it's going to be a Little Caesars punt coming up here. But yeah, also the ICC BSU, they meet Monday nights at 7:07. Brother Chris Burrows had a chance to visit with him last night as they did the ICC softball steak and beans meal there. Softball season to be here before we know it. Little Caesars punt coming up, gets it away, booming kick, and Wynn carrying that one is going to hit, and it's going to roll into the end zone. My goodness, that one hit and just took off.
That's 68 yards, I believe. Kicked it from the 32.
Yep, you are correct there, Mr. Jim.
Dang, how do you do that math that fast?
I was lucky there. Got lucky.
You've said that so many times tonight.
Here's the thing. He knows you and I both are slow, so he's just throwing a random number out there.
Yeah,
We're just biting
whatever,
on
it just hits.
I don't know how you do that. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking about the rain, the wind, and everything else, and you're throwing out math figures. I'm going to need tutoring here after the...
No. Got lucky, guys.
Hey, so our halftime is going to be Bobby Gerald versus Jim in a math off.
No. There we go.
I believe I'll lose on that one. Bobby will take me.
So the ball is going to be at the 20. We're going to be a 1st down and 10 situation. ICC with the football. This 1st down being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. Carter staying your quarterback. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield and still biting forward, trying to go for is Eric Watts. Watts refusing to go down there as he took a pretty nasty hit, was able to turn that into a gain of about 2.
Yeah, Watts has run the ball hard all night, Mr. Ingram. We saw that even from back in the first quarter when he had that big run.
Right.
They're going to give it a 3-yard gain, so to bring up a 2nd down and 7. So Jones winning tonight, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. They win 21-7. That's a mess down in the South. There's 4 teams all vying for that number 1 spot in the South. Carter gets the snap, pump fakes. He's going to be hit and drop. No, he slings it forward.
Wow. That's one of them Brett Favre passes that go and falling down and
he got it away.
Swing. Yeah.
Give him credit. Saved us about 4 yards on the loss there. I'd give Carter credit on the play.
Now, Watts paid for it on the end of it, but a great play there for sure. Just trying to make something happen. You never know. You're able to get that one forward. East Mississippi kind of falls asleep on the play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Carter wants to run it. He's going to bounce off one guy, now kicks it to the outside, and he's going to have that 1st down. So, guys, if he doesn't make that previous play, we don't get that 1st down.
Well, and we talked about it with the defense. And what are we doing out here in the offense now? They're still battling. There is no give up, Mr. Ingram.
So 7:35 to play in this one. Carter still your quarterback. Watts comes in at running back. 2 receivers here on the near side. You've got a blocking back up front and a receiver on the far side of the field. Carter's going to get it. Play action, and it's going to be led just a step too far for Howard that time. And it's one of those, again, better weather conditions, might be able to reel that
Right,
one in.
it's against the rain and against the wind. The third-team quarterback, Carter, is playing well, though, here in the fourth quarter, Brad, giving a great effort.
Yeah, I can't say enough, really. I mean, he's coming out here, he's battling. Again, we knew the playbook was going to be a little different, a little smaller in his case, but he's shown great effort here.
So QB3 in here for ICC, and that's going to be Carter on the carry. Spinning forward, gets out near the 40-yard line. They're going to try to say the football came free. Don't see a beanbag on the field as East Mississippi pointing across the way. And looks like it's going to stay with the Indians.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line.
So the ball is going to go forward, so it'll be a third down, and let's call it long 6, short 7. So ICC taking their time, getting the play in from the sideline. Carter gets it now with 10 seconds on the play clock. Carter's going to roll out near side, looking to throw. Nobody to throw to, now loads up, and that one's going to be off the shoulder pads of Sangren. The fact that Sangren was able to climb the ladder to go get that one and nearly haul it in was impressive. So it'll be a punting situation coming in here for the Indians. 6:27 to play.
Zach Patterson will be the returner.
And so it'll be another Little Caesars punt coming on here for ICC. So Nixon will be kicking into the wind and the rain here. Return man back for East Mississippi is at the 30. That's Zach Patterson. That kick, as you said, just that wind being killer tonight, goes up in the air, and as soon as it gets up there, it kind of just dies.
Well, it was another terrible snap. It was a ground ball back there to Price, and he was able to field it and get it. And another excellent job. I mean, you can't say enough about Price and what he's done tonight, and being able to handle the bad snaps as well as making the big tackle, Mr. Ingham, that he made down here after he took the huge shot.
Right. Looks like we finally got a new quarterback in the game here for East Mississippi. Damian Stewart will come in and take snaps here for the Lions. Two receivers on both sides of the football, and he bobbles a wet football on the snap. He's able to get it, now springs forward, and he's going to turn what looked to be a busted play into a big-time gain there. Pretty good moxie out of Stewart that time, fresh off the bench.
Ball down at the 48-yard line and moves the chains. First down and 10.
So it'll be a first down and 10 here for East Mississippi. Staying in the same set, two receivers on both sides of the football. Stewart, your quarterback. This time's able to handle it. Little delay give, and it's going to be a gain of about 8 on the play.
Yeah, he took a couple of ICC defenders with him. They were holding on for dear life, as they've been taught to do, but he's just a big bruising back.
Howard on the carry that time. Does pick up 8, so it'll be a second down and 2 situation. High snap, able to get it. Again, that kind of just a little misdirection handoff, and Howard able to stumble forward and pick up the first down.
Adam, you got to believe they're going to keep the ball on the ground here. They got the game handled. It's 34-3. I hope our defense can make a stop here. Don't let them get a touchdown here at the end of the ball game. Had a great effort all night. Need to step up one more time, Brad, and stop them.
So inside 5 minutes to play now. Rain starting to fall a little bit harder here at Eaton Field. And this is going to be a give this time. It's going to be number 18 following his blockers. That's going to be Carl Robinson in at running back now as you hear the winds picking up. And that's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. Like a little flash there.
Second down and 7.
My goodness, at the rain.
Yeah, we're just going to say it was the lights.
I mean, that rain is really blowing across there now. And it's, blowing right to left on your radio dial.
There you go.
There you go.
This time it's going to be a handoff near side to Robinson, and he's going to take the ball forward out near the 35-yard line. So we're going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 situation.
By number 41, Javon Edwards. 3rd down and 5 for East Mississippi.
Clock continue to run. Inside 4 minutes to play now. East Mississippi 34, ICC 3. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way. As now East Mississippi dropping back to pass, and it's complete. And they're going to say he got the 1st down.
Pass complete to number 8, Miles Hobson. Tackle at the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10, East Mississippi.
I'm not saying anything because there's no surprise that you're up 31 and throwing the football.
Yeah, yeah.
So 2 receivers on both sides of the football here for East Mississippi. Running back in the backfield, 1st down and 10. Bad snap, and smart that time for Stewart just to fall on top of the football.
Loss of yardage, ball spotted to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's about all you can do right there. Again, messy conditions for both teams. Challenging situations here. I assume that's their, I guess that's their 3rd string quarterback in, because the 2nd string normally he's
at the goal line down there.
Yep. So this is Stewart at quarterback in the shotgun with the 2nd down and long situation here. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 18.
And that will stop the clock with 2:35 to play.
3rd down and 17 for the Lions.
Well, it's a 34-3 contest. Let's load up on guns and chucking it around the field right now. Let's don't try to get to the house in the rain.
Yeah, rain blowing here just sideways into the backs of the East Mississippi offense. Wind blowing hard. Challenging night, and up 34-3. I'm with you, Adam. Hey, let's throw the ball and see if we can get into the end zone one more time.
So it's 3rd down and 17. Man in motion. East Mississippi dropping back to pass again. It's going to be the under route is complete. And ICC is going to stop them after a gain of about 4 on the play. So to bring up a 4th down and long situation here for East Mississippi.
4th down and 14.
4th down. Looks like they're leaving the offense on the field.
It's going to be about a 4th down and 14 here.
Yeah, they are leaving the offense on the field.
So 4th down and 14. East Mississippi leaving the offense on the field, leading by 31. Stewart in at quarterback. You can say that again. Stewart gets the snap. Pressure coming from the Indians. They're going to the end zone. And pass interference is going to be the call.
I don't agree with it.
I didn't see it. I thought both players were there for the ball. I would have let it go.
That's what I don't agree with it.
Well, here's another thing, too. There's 1:44 left in the ball game. Let the play go. It's not going to make the decision in the ball game, especially when the team that's winning by 31 is loading up and throwing to the end zone.
That's a good point.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 now for East Mississippi. Ball is going to be at the 17-yard line after that pass interference call against the Indians. And they're going to keep it on the ground this time. That's going to be number 28 on the carry, Howard. And minimum gain there as the clock rolling. And the weather getting worse and the wind blowing. Thought it might be Raphael snoring down there. So gain of 1 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 9 situation. Stewart still your quarterback here. He's going to hand it off in the backfield. The Indians had him back there, but able to spring forward and get it out to the 15. So a positive pickup is going to bring up a 3rd down, and let's call it 6.
Yeah, you still, again, Etowamba defense still just out there scrapping and clawing. They know what's happened here and trying to keep them out of the end zone.
I agree. Great effort by our defense.
So 45 seconds to play. 3rd down and 6.
You're
throwing.
You're kidding me.
And it's going to be picked off. Take it to the house.
Go.
Intercepted in the end zone. Still on his feet.
He's going to go.
It's going to go. Rightfully so right here. East Mississippi getting greedy at the end of the ball game. And that's going to be an interception return for 103 yards. There you go. Throw it on. Up 31, ICC takes it to the house.
Who was that that returned that? Was it? He's out of breath. Don't blame him, whoever it is.
That is Ralph Dunn. 103-yard interception return.
He leapfrogged one player down here, an East Mississippi person. He leaped over him who was trying to make the tackle and broke free. And, I mean, it was kind of a delay when he caught it in the end zone, too. The interception, it was a delay, and we were all like, go ahead and run it, and he did. And so, again, great play by Etowamba.
And good job by our defense. Never giving up. Made the play there at the end of the ball game.
That, and we know the famous saying, karma.
Yep.
That's what she is.
And we're going for 2.
So lining up for a 2-point conversion here, Carter is your quarterback. Brooks is in the backfield. Quick snap, throw over to the side, and it's going to be a jump ball. And that's going to fall incomplete. So it's going to be a 34-9 score here with 20 seconds to play. East Mississippi with 2 timeouts left. They'll probably burn those and try to chunk it to the end zone again here.
You might be right, Adam. We'll see.
We're going to keep it here. Of course, we're kidding in that situation. ICC able to return that interception in the end zone back for the touchdown, makes it a 34-9 score with 20 seconds left to play in this one. This will wrap up the football season here for ICC, so we will take time to mention our sophomores that are on the team this year at the conclusion of our games. So we do invite you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report as well. And then, of course, we'll jog right into basketball season, tipping off on Monday. Soccer, volleyball still going as well. Want to wish the best of luck to soccer and volleyball as they're in postseason play. Volleyball, they play Saturday at 4 o'clock. You can see that one on the Pearl River website. The winner of that will advance to the Gulf District Tournament down in Leesburg, Florida. That'll be next week. That'll also be the same week that soccer enters postseason play. Lady Indians, they head to Pearl River on Tuesday, next Tuesday. That'll be a 6 o'clock game. Once again, Pearl River will have the live stream of that one. And then the men, they're already in the semifinal round because they are the North Division champions. And so they'll try to see if they can make a push towards that state title as well. Getting ready for a First American National Bank kickoff here. As this is Lasher getting set to step into this one with 20 seconds left in the contest. And that kid, Lucky caught that one a little fat there. Looks like my drive, as that's one going to be picked up at the 20-yard line, trying to break it to the outside, makes a man miss. It's going to be hit and dropped right about the 30 with 14 seconds to play in this one. Well, guys, this one, you can go ahead and wrap this one up for East Mississippi. East Mississippi, of course, we've been kind of sarcastically closing out this one, but they came out tonight and proved why they're the #1 team in the country.
No doubt about it. They got an outstanding football team, offensively, defensively, special teams. They deserve this football game. We know why they're ranked #1.
So we wish the best of luck to East Mississippi, and I believe Northwest will be the #2 seed out of the North, as they'll represent the North Division in postseason play. And then if the chips continue to fall where they are, could be looking at a possible shot at a national title. So it'll be first down and 10 with 14 seconds to play in the contest. East Mississippi lining up in the shotgun, 2 receivers on both sides of the football. And they're going to keep it on the field, or keep it on the ground, and it's going to be ran down for a 9-yard gain, and that's going to do it, we think. It will. So that's going to do it, as they are going to allow time to run out here. And ICC will fall in this one by the final score of 34-9, but the 103-yard interception return by Ralph Dunn as that's going to do it there. Guys, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, again, we knew we had an uphill battle coming into this. Tough team. As you mentioned, Adam, East Mississippi is a great team. Don't want to take anything away from them. Talented on both sides of the field, offense and defense. So very, very talented. But I say that to say this. Etowama came out battling tonight. They gave it every effort that they had. Again, we can always say what we want to say. People say, well, you're throwing excuses out there here and there. Down a lot of players. Not saying that anything would have been different if we had those players, but down a lot of players. Down to our third-string quarterback. But the defense never gave up. The offense never gave up. They were battling all the way through on both in both halves, Mr. Ingram. So I am very proud of the effort that they had tonight for the full game, as well as not being intimidated by this #1 East Mississippi team coming in.
Brad, you're exactly right. First of all, kudos to East Mississippi. They got a great football team. There's a reason they're #1 in Mississippi and 1 in the nation. Let me echo what you're saying. What a great effort by our football team, and not making excuses. We're very limited tonight offensively with all the injuries we've had. Playing against a good defense, we couldn't do much offensively. Our defense, even though we gave up 34 points, they stood up and played very, very well. We never gave up tonight. We never lost our spirit. I'm proud of our football team.
We'll take a break and continue the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Back with more right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication. Hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. East Mississippi wins this one. They hang on to a tight one. Not kidding. It's 34-9. East Mississippi gets the win there. They finish the regular season undefeated. They will represent the North Division as the North champions as they move to the playoffs next week. And we just heard you guys' game recap, which was brought to us by Sam Ferris and the rest of the crew out there at Sam's Town Market. They proudly serve some of the best meats and produce around the Northeast Mississippi area, along with a wide variety of specialty items. Stop by and visit Sam's Town Market, located on Highway 371, right there in the heart of Mantachie. We're going to take a look back at some of these instant replays from tonight's action. Of course, when we look back at those are being brought to you by our friends at Little Caesars in Fulton. Next time you're looking for something hot and ready, look no further than Little Caesars, located at 1405 South Adams Street in Fulton. One of their new calzones, guys, sounds really, really good right about now because lunch wore off a long time ago. All right, guys, we got to name a Sonic Star of the game. And I tell you what, for ICC, there was a lot of guys that stood out tonight, as we said. Yes, the final score was a little misleading. ICC came out, fought hard, but East Mississippi, being the number 1 team in the country, ended up taking care of business as expected. But guys, kind of give you a chance to look back and talk about our star of the game here being brought to you by Sonic.
Well, I'm going to name one, and I think Mr. Ingram may do have something on his end. I'm not certain. But I've got 2 options, and I hate to take the shotgun approach on this, but to call out one person singly, I guess if I had to pick one out of what I'm thinking, and then I can hear what you're going to think after this, and I can contribute to that afterwards. But my first one will be Price Nixon, just due to the special teams play that he had tonight. Battled back there tremendously in difficult weather conditions to help keep the Indians flip the field, keep them in the game. Just tremendous battle back there that he had, making a huge stop down here when they were trying to score on a punt return. Never gave up. So I'm going with Price Nixon, but I'd be interested to see what you say, Mr. Ingram.
Brad, I'm going to go with Price Nixon also. Like you mentioned, we've got a second or third team guy snapping the ball to him, has some bad snaps. As we mentioned, it's tough when you have backups snapping the ball, not blaming them. Made some great punts, dodged a few people, and really got hit one time. But the play he made when he never gave up on the punt return to knock the man out at the 2-yard line just really shows me the type of character the young man has. Matter of fact, it looked like a sure touchdown. We held him to a field goal after he knocked him out at the 2. I'm going to go with Price Nixon also, Adam. I thought he had an outstanding game.
Our Sonic star of the game. Fans, don't forget to download the Sonic app to get great specials that are not offered to the general public. So many great savings, we can't name them all right now. Melissa Dunn and all the fine folks at Sonic are happy to sponsor ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Well, Brad, this is something I know you can both definitely talk about here. We got to talk about this sophomore class. And this is also East Mississippi, Holmes, Jones, everybody over these last 2 years. These sophomores have been faced with unprecedented challenges before this season. Just to see them battle through, fight all the way through the season, kudos to those guys and those sophomores.
Yeah, and, of course, we have some of those what we call super sophomores, right, too, on that end. And so, again, definite kudos to those individuals, to those sophomores. I know Coach Cannon has and the rest of the coaches has a lot invested in these guys, a lot of connection, probably connection more than what they would normally have had, you don't like to talk about the P word, but the pandemic not ever started. But just simply because of what they had to invest in these kids, the time that they were around them, the time that they had to help them through this, it's just been a difficult time for all. So, yes, to see these sophomores get to where they are today, yes, it's probably emotional down there on the field, and we see them down there saying goodbyes, not that they're leaving today to go home and for good, but, yeah, this is the last time they'll be on the field, and I'm sure that it's an extremely emotional time for those players as well as the coaching staff of Etowamba.
Absolutely. Before we wrap things up, let's take a look at some stats on the night, and we welcome you back into the broadcast here and let us know how those stats wrapped up.
Yeah, just a little overview. Offensively, first for East, they ended up with 335 total yards, 178 of those coming through the air to their 2-quarterback tandem, 20 for 35 passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Of course, one being at the end of the game, the 103-yard pick six from Ralph Dunn. They gave the Indians their only touchdown on the game. On the rushing side of the ball, they got 44 carries, 157 yards, racking up 3 touchdowns. For ICC, between Carter and Dylan Falk, they finished 13 for 25 for 80 total yards, rushing the ball as a team, 30 carries, 130 yards for a total of 183.
Awesome, and those are those Sonic stats there. As we're going to welcome Mr. Jim Ingram back into the broadcast here. Appreciate Will Simmons doing that for us there. So, guys.
And I'd like to say one thing, Adam, because we've got super sophomores and sophomores down there on the field. Guess what?
What?
There's another sophomore that we're forgetting to recognize, and that's our own Will Simmons in here, who's done a fantastic job for us. And I think if y'all told me correctly, he will be transferring in December or after December. Well,
that's what he thinks. I keep telling him I got people that's got access to his grades.
We can make some changes.
We can make that change. Make him come back for spring.
We can make some changes on that.
I'm not going to try to embarrass Will, but I've heard Adam and several of them say that he has been one of the finest workers for that department, and they are really going to miss you, Will. You've done a super job.
Excellent job. Thank you, Will, again. And you'll always be part of the ICC family no matter what. Come back and see us. Because you know what, we'll still probably be sitting here, the three of us, talking about lasagna and all that kind of stuff and having a good time. But no, thank you for what you've done. You've been a big part of it.
And so we would like to thank tonight's sponsors: Renaissance Bank, Davis Ford, Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the Cagle Eye Center, the Bank of Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, the ICC BSU, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Holmes, Samstown Market, and the ICC Wesley Foundation for helping make tonight's game possible. Remember, for updates on all 11 of the ICC intercollegiate athletic programs, visit letsgoicc.com and follow Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform. So this is going to take a while here, folks, because for the final time this season here from Eaton Field, we want to say so long, and on behalf of number 0, Yafet Hearn, number 2, Peyton Ray. Number 3, Ralph Dunn. Number 4, Dylan Falk. Number 6, Chris Howard. Number 7, DeMontre Bell. You've got number 12, R.J. Wilson. Number 18, Corley Hooper. Number 21 or 16, Darius Conley. Number 22, Keaton Cager. Number 23, C.J. Johnson. Number 33, Braylon Miller. Number 40, Reggie Wilburn. Number 42, Philip Cook. Number 43, Tyreek Howard. Number 56, Jaquan Lott. Number 62, Buddy Bowman. Number 70, Javante Woodall. Also, Brad Boggs, Jim Ingram, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, Will Simmons, Z. Taylor, Kim Deal, and all the great folks back there at Super Talk in Tupelo. Thank you for taking time out of your Thursday to join us for this presentation of ICC Athletics. So long from Fulton, where ICC falls to the number 1 team in the country, 34-9. We'll see you Monday night right back here on the ICC Sports Network for basketball. Have a great weekend, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.